something that was very, very good looking and worked with the outfit that we were wearing, and we didn't have to spend any extra money. Available for you in black, silver, and white. And as a matter of fact, before we wrap up, I would love to show you the other colors that we have available in this particular Jack Sprat shoe. Of course, white, for the first time in a long time, is back. For the longest time, we were doing ecrus, we were doing off-whites, we were doing ivories and all of that. Now, for the first time in ages, we're saying white is okay, even after Labor Day if you want to do it. So wear your white shoes with your white pocketbook and your other white accessories, and don't feel self-conscious about it the way we used to. Before we wrap up, I would really like to show you the silver and the black shoe that we have available, because we do have your choice of colors. The silver is going to work very nicely because we do have a lot of metallic things that we are showing in terms of fashion. Of course, we know how hot silver jewelry is. There's so many of us who are wearing silver earrings and silver necklaces and beautiful silver pieces. And if you have a dress that might be lined or trimmed or sequined or beaded somehow with sterling silver, then you might decide to coordinate it with these particular shoes. The other pair that we have are black. They have a little bit of a shiny substance, not a patent leather, but a shine to them. And because they have the thinner strap, these will be a nice pair of elegant shoes that you can wear perhaps with an evening dress, particularly if you really have a terrific leg. You know, if you have a long, slinky leg or even a short, slinky leg and you want to show it off. Very sexy shoes. You know, when you think about shoes, you don't necessarily think about wearing a sexy shoe, but these definitely have that kind of appeal. And look on the back, the entire heel will be out for you, and this will wrap around the ankle area. 825757 is your item number. In terms of your sizes, we have these available for you in sizes 5 through 10, and that includes half sizes as well, in your choice of white, black, or sterling silver. Now, in just about a half hour, we have a very special surprise for you. Live from Minnesota, Rick Domeyer and Mary Beth Rowe and the ever-charming Paul Kelly, of course, can't forget about our ambassador, will be joining us from the Minneapolis Aquatennial in Minnesota with our Quest for America's Best 50 and 50 tour. We have them live from Minnesota right now. Hello, everybody.
Hi there.
How are you?
We are well. How are you, wonderful person?
Well, we're doing just fine over here. Great to see you guys. We miss you.
Well, we miss you, too. Of course, you were out for the last one, and we have, here's Mary Beth, and
Mary Beth,
her child, and right there, see?
No sudden movement, please. No.
And Mr. Domeyer, and this is the 50-50 Quest for America's Best Stop. It's Aquatennial time in Minneapolis,
right.
St. Paul, the Twin Cities. Beautiful day today. The weather has cooperated. The weather gods smile upon us today.
I prayed about it.
It worked, too,
hon. We got sunshine. We're going to have such a great show. You're going to have wonderful products all made from Minnesota. We've got great food products. We've got some great beeswax candles that you can make yourself. Those of you who are fishermen all over the country, the #1 sport outside of, you know, football and all those other boring things. So anyway, fishermen are going to have great products coming up, too.
Yeah, it's really the American dream coming true for a lot of people. People who have been sitting in their basements saying, you know, I could create that product. Why don't we market it? Why don't we get something going? And the people that you're going to see today have actually done that, and it is the best product in the great state of Minnesota coming up in just a little bit.
Which, by the way, is home for both these two. This is Native Minnesota Day here. So please stay tuned. Let's see, by my watch, we got about 25 minutes before we get rolling into the state of Minnesota with the QVC local. So stay tuned. We'll be right back in about 25 minutes. Back to the studio.
Thanks a lot, guys. Looking forward to that show. I'm telling you, our Quest for America's Best 50 and 50 tours are some of the most
interesting people telling me that they love it when they play bowling, go bowling, or play tennis under their skirts, and I wear it every day. You know, I just live in this garment.
Well, Nancy, because you wear it every day, don't you think that it sort of reminds you to stand straight when you have on a firmer panty? If something conscious happens with your posture, all of a sudden your shoulders go back a little bit more.
When you kind of hold that stomach in as it's holding you in. It just gives you a whole better presence. And again, it gives you that confidence to to wear certain things that you weren't comfortable wearing until you had your belly buster.
Right. In terms of your sizes, we have small 6'8", medium 10, 12, large 14, 16. We do have 1X 18, 20, 2X 22, 24, 3X 26, 28. Now, your measurement, Nancy, I'm going to ask you to help me out in terms of your measurement, because this one, hold that side of the panty and just pull it a little bit, because I want to get a stretch.
Oh, you want to pull the panty? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to pull it just a little bit. In terms of the stretch in the hip, just about 30 inches. We're talking about 30 inches on the stretch, and I think the stretch is the most important thing, and that's on the small. So, like we were saying, if you want to order up a size, if you happen to be a little bit taller, that might be a smart idea.
Right, but it's basically, I think, pretty true to size, small, medium, large, as you read it.
I don't think it's going to cut and bind like
no,
other...
in fact, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
I make this elastic up top not too tight, because nobody wants anything cinching in and having the other stuff, you know. So this is made very loose, so really what you're getting is control where you want it and nothing cinching you at all, except it just really flattens that tummy, smooths the hip, and again, it really has a very pretty line on, and that's what makes it such a popular style, especially also in some of the large sizes. They never seem to find anything like this at all.
It's so
in the
funny,
cut.
because I just got a letter or an email, I can't remember which, from a lady just the other day, saying, I would love to see more sexy plus-size panties.
Right, and that's why this garment does so well. The banded shape, though, actually was designed to create for it to work right. And that was, I said, I wanted to get the belly area taken care of, and I wanted to smooth out the back and the hip at the same time, and this is how I actually designed it, just by really focusing on those areas that most trouble me. I mean, the belly has always been my issue, and after having my little boy Max, who's watching tonight, hi Max, and I mean, having a baby, the belly buster is, you know, just great.
Yeah.
Put this on and you could wear all your clothes, and you know, you can go back to work.
It's true. You know, there's so many ladies, and of course I don't think about that because I've never had a baby, but there are so many ladies, friends of mine, who have said, you know, after I've had the baby, no matter how much I diet, there's still that little bulge there that makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right.
So if you've ever experienced that, you're going back to work and you want your confidence to be back. You want to feel pretty, and you want to feel good in your clothes, and you want to have that confidence that we were talking about.
And also, sometimes no matter how many sit-ups you do, there is a certain part of you that, you know, is just going to be there.
Yeah, right.
And I accept that about my stomach. My tummy is never going to be that flat, and that's okay. I have, you know, ways to get around it.
Right. That's why we have the tummy booster, or
That's
buster.
cute. Belly buster.
Belly buster.
Tummy tucking.
Tummy tucking belly buster. Let's go over to the phones and say hello. You're live on the air with Nancy Gantz and Renee. Welcome to QVC.
Hello, girls. This is Brigida. I'm calling from Forest, Virginia.
Hello. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, and you just said it. You know, I mean, I'm a size small, but that tummy's there once you've had a baby.
Yeah, and you know what? It's ironic that we call it the tummy tuck.
Yeah, right.
Is it ironic?
I
mean, think of the thousands of dollars we'd spend getting it surgically removed.
When you don't need surgery.
It really is not that bad, but it will give you a little more confidence, especially when you wear jeans or, you know,
shirts tucked inside.
Yeah.
I know,
just
that's
have
another
to
great
go and
thing.
worry about it. I've just like to try it out, and I've never tried them before, so I would
you're
like
going
to
to love them.
I hope so, and I just really looking forward to trying to wear them and see what it does. I mean, everything goes south after a certain while. You know?
What color are you getting?
I'm short of standing on your head by 4 hours in the morning and having it slide up again. You might as well try this.
Sometimes those jiggles just never go away, right?
Yeah.
You could always try safety pins, but it might be a little painful.
It might be a little painful.
Well, I don't know, but you know, like I said, when you hit 50, you try to get up in the morning, find your body.
Well, I thank you so much for your call today. Okay?
Thank you so much, and I appreciate it.
All righty, bye-bye.
Bye now.
Well, Nancy, thank you so much for joining us here again at QVC.
My pleasure.
It has been a pleasure to have you. These are such innovative ideas, and if you're a lady who really wants to add the finishing touch to your look, you have to get great underwear. You really do. You have the foundations are so important. So thank you so much for joining us
wonderful
today.
to see you.
I just want to let you know that we have a review coming up really quickly for you in case you missed anything in the show. We started off with our today's special value. It's item number V1154, well over 24,000 of our today's special values have been ordered. It's the Jet Air 36-piece hair styling 4-in-1 system. It's priced at $22.61. A25734, your short sleeve Lorex t-shirt, $25.54, your QVC introductory price. We have that available for you in silver, in gold, in pink, and also in white. Your Jack Sprat ankle strap detail leather sandals for $63. 2 easy payments of $31.50 will get those home for you. A25757, your item number. And take a look at the Body Slimmer stretch satin t-shirt for $24.50, A25822. Available for you in black and white. And for $20, we have the Body Slimmer stretch satin belly busting panty, A25820, your item number, black and white available. And a variety of colors available in the Firm Control bottoms up panty. Gives you that nice firm control that we need on our hip and our thigh area for $22.75, A24747. For $17.50, this is where it all got started. It's the original tummy tucking hip slimming panty, A18396. And we didn't get a chance to get to the Body Slimmers bust boosting VC cup bra for $32.75. So that item number is A20205. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me during this last 3 hours. Please stay tuned because our 50 and 50 Tour Quest for America's Best with Rick Domeyer, Mary Beth Rowe, and Paul Kelly coming to you live from Minnesota. Coming up next, I'm Renee Ellison. You have a great day. Enjoy the show next hour, and I'll be back with you tomorrow at noon.
You're watching QVC.
Hi, I'm Steve Bryant with exciting news for electronics buffs. It's a brand new QVC program called Electronics Magazine with me, Steve Bryant. And it's unlike any electronics hour we've ever presented. Each edition features 2 specially themed segments. In-depth explanations, details, and demos to take the guesswork out of buying stereos, computers, camcorders, you name it. So join me for Electronics Magazine with yours truly, Steve Bryant, this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on QVC.
2 years ago, we showed you the easy way, the primo way to clean, polish, shine, and protect everything from gems to grills. Now, we're celebrating our Primo Clean anniversary with 2 one-hour specials. Join us this Friday at 1 a.m. Eastern and again at 1 p.m. Eastern for all natural cleaning products from our Primo Clean anniversary specials, right here on QVC. Take it from the experts.
Perfect. You always learn so much in so little time. He's a pro.
Earn your chef's cap while you shop for all the cookware and gadgets you need. In the Kitchen with Bob. Sundays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, only on QVC.
Magnifique.
Coming up on QVC.
All aboard the QVC Local as we roll down the highways and byways of all 50 states in search of the best hometown products in the U.S. of A. Today's stop in the quest for America's best, QVC's 50 and 50 tour is Minnesota. Welcome, America.
under 10,000 lakes. This is the Twin Cities. Hello, Minnesota! A rowdy group here today, greeting 20 of Minnesota's very, very best products and the people who are going to bring them to you. We've got twin everything today, and we're going to start off with Minnesota's version of the Bobbsey twins. They are both natives to the state. Mary Beth Rowe and Rick Dolmeyer, take it away, guys.
Hi, Minnesota!
How are you?
Boy, isn't it great to be back home?
It's incredible to be back home.
Love it.
We have both done other 1550 Quest for America's Best Locals, but this is a little special.
Exactly.
Because I know you have some family here.
I've got family here. You've got family here.
Yeah,
I think we took up like 100 seats between your family and mine.
Well, my family wasn't originally going to come, but they heard that we're getting chocolate-dipped cheesecake, and I have like 25 people here.
That's right.
Kind of embarrassing.
We've got great products, and I think both, Rick and I take such pride in being from Minnesota. He's German, I'm Norwegian and Swedish, and
Yeah.
this state is full of people like that. And anyway, we're going to have products, 20 of the best products made right here in the state of Minnesota. Wonderful things. So no matter where you live in the country, make sure you stay tuned for the next 3 hours, because it's going to be a great show from the land of 10,000 lakes.
It's because we have so much to show you. I think we should get right into the preview and tell everybody just a few things that they have an opportunity to get within this show.
One of the things we're going to first talk about coming up a little bit later is a wonderful throw, or you can use it as a blanket as well. This is going to be a 100% wool Indian wisdom throw, and in fact the gal who designed this is from Minnesota, from the northern part, overlooking the lakes, designing this gorgeous blanket. $96, it's 100% beautiful wool, and that's coming up. It's L24165.
And from Spicer, Minnesota, Don Norling is going to be on in a little bit, and Mary Beth is going to present a doll that she absolutely fell in love with. This is the Old World St. Nicholas 32-inch doll. It's $229. You're also going to get, from Don Norling, some of the history of St. Nicholas and how this doll came to be. It is L24474.
Then we're going to have some real fun, because we've got a beeswax candle making kit. I made 2 of these myself yesterday, and if I can do it, you can do it. They're beautiful candles you normally spend a lot of money for in the store. You're going to get 6 sheets that are 8 inches by 8 inches, and you can make all kinds of different candles. $12.49 for the kit. L24215.
And if you happen to be a fan of bingo, of keno, of roulette, or you're just learning about it, we've got a way that you can do it in the privacy of your own home and not lose any money while you're doing it. This is a set of 5 interactive video casino games. All you do is you pop these into your VCR, and simply by pressing play or by pressing pause, you can play these games. $35.27 is a nice value for all 5. It's L24204.
Then we're going to talk about something that will be real handy in the garage or outdoors. It's called Reel a Pail. This is a cord storage unit. You can store your electrical cords, your garden hoses, your water ski rope. $35.27. It'll hold a lot of cord. You just reel in the cord, and then when you go to use it, you just pull out what you need. And it really is simple. It's L24258, $35.27.
We've also got from the great state of Minnesota an ironing board hanging clothes caddy. This is a really nice value, and there's lots of great features about it. It's only $12.59. This is only sold at craft stores, but you've got an opportunity to get it right here. It's one of 20 products that we've picked out of about 400 here in Minnesota. The item number is L24067.
We also have something great. Have you always wished you could get right down to the root of that dandelion and get it out of the yard so it doesn't come back? This is actually called the Weed Hound Gardening Tool. It's $18.56. You can actually also put I want to say good grass in the damaged area. There we go. And replace some of those bare spots and get that good grass growing. $18.56, L24066.
And there's a lot of problems in the world today, but one of the bigger problems we got are people's feet that stink, huh? Well, we've got a way to solve that problem right here. Todd Peterson from the city of Richfield, Minnesota, is going to be here and show you the Happy Feet odor control system. And by the end of this show, I think everybody here is going to pick up one of these. It's only $12.88. It is L24131. We've got more than that. That's a preview of what we've got coming up. Please stay tuned.
In the QVC closet, you'll find soft, flowing fabrics, eye-catching, inviting designs, tempting splashes of color, and lots of decorating options to keep your bedroom fresh, comfortable, and stylish. It's all here in the linen closet. 2 hours this Thursday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, on QVC.
If you haven't tried Diamonique, now's your chance to discover why we call it the sensible diamond jewelry alternative. With any purchase today, we'll give you an extra $7 off these beautiful 1-carat Diamonique marquee earrings set in gleaming sterling silver. At only $17.50, you can't afford to miss them. Stay tuned for more savings and selection as Diamonique Week continues only on QVC.
Oh, it's a lovely day in the North Country here, guys. It's great to be in Minnesota. There they go. All you have to do is say the word and it sets them off. It's a wonderful thing. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you the Lieutenant Governor of the wonderful state of Minnesota, Lieutenant Governor Joanne Benson. Joanne, thank you for having us here.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. Thanks for QVC for coming on your quest for America's best. I know you're going to find some of the best right here in Minnesota because we have great minds here. Besides this beautiful environment that you see around you and the beautiful lakes of northern Minnesota, the quarries from Pipestone, we're going to see something about that a little bit later, to the Root River Trail that I bicycled just yesterday with the Department of Tourism. You're going to enjoy your experience here, I'm sure. And I just want to tell you that we actually have an Inventors Congress here in Minnesota. And I don't know if these folks got their ideas there or they just came upon them themselves out of the frustration of not having something that they really wanted to use. Or whatever it might have happened, but there are some products that came out of Minnesota that you might not know that have improved your lives immensely. And I'd like to mention a few. Adhesive tape, shopping bags with handles. How about that?
Pretty good.
Heart pacemakers, always important. Lots of things. Post-it notes. Did we really have life before Post-it notes? Those are some of the things that happened before. We're hoping that you'll discover some things that are happening right now.
Well, we have discovered 20 of the best that Minnesota has to offer, as everybody's going to see in just a few minutes. Before we get to that, however, we want to pass along a gift to you and to the people of Minnesota from the folks across the way in Montana. It's some of Montana's best right here, and we will slide that over. Please accept this on behalf of the people of the state of Montana.
Thank you very much, Montanans. And I'd like to present to you also to take with you on your journey to North Dakota to Governor Ed Schaefer and Lieutenant Governor Rose Marie. Some wonderful products from Minnesota. We have a basket for you that has some of our great products. And you might notice our Minnesota State Fair red raspberry preserves, other food products, maple syrup, all sorts of things. But I want to also show you, this is for the governor. Every governor needs a little rest and relaxation. We hope that he'll use this wonderful shirt when he's out golfing, and hope he'll come to Minnesota to golf here as well.
Wonderful.
But finally, this is a beautiful product made by a Native American artisan, Quentin Crow. It's a peace pipe from Pipestone, Minnesota, one of the only quarries of this beautiful rock. And very few, a select few, are able to quarry and carve these beautiful peace pipes. So this is a very honored gift.
And we will pass it along with the reverence and love with which you give it to us. Thank you very much, Joanne, and thanks again for having us here. Before we kick it over to Rick, I just want to remind everybody that QVC has a partner in the 1550 Quest for America's Best Tour, and that is United Airlines, the official airline of the QVC Local. If you see folks in your neighborhood wearing the QVC shirts, chances are they got there. On board United Airlines, here's Rick.
It is time to kick this show off with the first product. You ready? Our first guest is a plastics designer who is also a music lover, and he had lots of CDs lying around his living room, his bedroom, all around his house, and he wanted to come up with a way that he could stack them, put them together, organize them, and he came up with a really unique invention that not only is practical, but it also is a very decorative item. His name is Ken Erickson. He's from Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Want to welcome him?
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Nice to have you with us.
Let's talk about your product. First of all, this is the product that you're looking at right here, and it's going to hold CDs. Now, how many CDs can we hold in this?
22.
You're going to hold 22 CDs in this. Okay, why don't you tell everyone how this works and what you're doing, how you came up with this product.
Okay. Each piece is identical, and you can snap 6 of them together to form a cube. I'm going to show you that in a little bit.
Okay.
And
what we've got here is an actual cube. Now, how many CDs are on the outside here?
6.
So you've got 6, and they can all snap onto or come off the outside. So you have easy access. Pretty ingenious from the state of Minnesota, huh? Somebody's thinking. But there's more to it than just the 6, because you also can stack all together. How many?
22, 16 on the inside.
There you go. Right on the inside. So by opening this up, you've got access to knowing the names of your favorite groups, your favorite artists right on the outside.
Yep.
And then if you want them on the outside, you have access to them. It also comes with a display holder that allows you to place this, and then it becomes a decorative item.
A diamond. CD diamond.
A CD diamond that you can place right on your table or your shelf, whatever the case may be. Now, a lot of people will be wondering whether or not this is difficult to put together when they receive it in this box. It's only $11.76, by the way, an excellent value and a nice gift. What about the difficulty?
Actually, it's easy to assemble.
It is. Well, maybe we should show that.
All right.
Okay. And you're just going to pop this together. So you take it out of the box. What made you come up with this idea, by the way?
I was waiting in my apartment for a buddy to pick me up at the beach, and I was looking for a particular CD and could not find it.
Couldn't find it.
So I just dumped my whole collection on the floor, and I was straightening it all out. He was really late.
Yeah?
And after I got them all straightened out and they were sitting on the floor, I just said, I want to put these on my wall.
Wow. Light bulb went off. Bing,
Yep.
there it was. And you came up with, but there was obviously a little bit more to the story because you had to design this, and you came up with the cube effect.
Yes. That was thanks to my dad. I had drawn it all up to just snap together for walls, and I showed it to him, and he says, if you made that square, you could make a cube.
So now you pop that last one on, and what did that take? It took about a minute, and now it's finished. But there's more to this, because if you want to take this, you can actually mold it and create different designs. So again, very practical, but it's also very decorative. And let's take a look at some of the other possibilities that you can do. If you happen to be getting this for only $11.76, and you say, hey, maybe I'll get a couple of them, once you do that, let's take a look.
They're like adult Legos, Rick. This structure here is made out of 56 master links snapped into a cylinder, put a top and a bottom on it.
Well, this is pretty cool. This is not bad. You can put this on your wall. You could create like a CD poster, couldn't you?
Yep.
Have CDs right on your wall?
You can go around corners. You can go up on the ceiling. You can make steps, like on the back of the package.
Just like Legos, you've got them right here for your music collection. 22 CDs in all in this storage cube system. It's L24244. We've been live here during this presentation for about 4 minutes, and well over 300 people have now dialed in for your product. So congratulations.
Should make these okay?
I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Should we load the cube up?
Yeah, let's load it right up and show how easy this is. Again, once they pop on there, they're going to stay, aren't they? They're not going to fall off.
You can snap them in.
Pop them in there, they're going to stay, and once it's time to open up just the CD, you have access to it. A nice gift to give to someone if you're thinking about giving the gift of music, and maybe you want to give them something a little extra, a place to put all of their music. Look at what you got going here. And all of these CDs that you're seeing right here, they all fit into this compartment. Almost finished. Oh, and then you get 2 more on the side. Hey, hey, hey. Not a bad invention. Pretty ingenious. Comes with the holder, and you've got the CD diamond right there. A great value for $11.76. You can stack these. You can, as you said, put them on the side, put them on the wall. You name it.
Like that there, that's...
Okay, let's take a look at what we got going over here.
That would be 4 kits.
If you were thinking of buying more than one, because I just heard in my ear, a lot of people are, they're deciding it's a great value, under 12 bucks, they can pick up a few of these. And now, how many kits do you actually need to make this?
4.
So you need 4 kits. And how many CDs do we got going in here?
24.
So you've got 24, and this is how big is this?
That's 2 feet by 3 feet, and there's 6 screws holding... Yep.
This is great, though. Here you have, the art of your CD.
What you paid a lot of money for.
You paid a lot of money not only for the music, but for the design. No need to necessarily just keep them on the shelf. You want easy access to them. You've got an idea here. Let's go to the phones for the first time this morning here in Minnesota. Hi, you're live on the air with Ken Erickson. And Rick, what's your name?
My name is Norm.
Norm, where are you calling from?
Seattle, Washington.
How you doing? Want to say hi to everybody in Minnesota?
Hey, hello, Minnesota. I'm originally from southern Minnesota.
You're originally from southern Minnesota? What town?
Alden, Minnesota.
Alden, Minnesota. There you go. What are you shopping for, sir?
I'm getting the storage cube.
You are. What made you pick up the phone and dial the 800 number?
Well, basically to support the Minnesotans, plus it looks like something that I can use for my CDs.
There you go. Do you keep your CDs now in a little less organized space?
No, they're just laying on the counter, believe it or not.
See, there you go. Doesn't know where they are. Wants to listen to Metallica right now. He can't. He can't even find his CD, can he? No. Do you have a CD player in your car?
No, I don't.
It makes a good little handy traveling cube.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we appreciate your shopping with us, and more importantly than that, we appreciate your supporting these great entrepreneurs.
Well, I appreciate it, but if you'd pass me back, I'd like to order some more, please.
You want to order some more?
Yeah.
Can we do that? Is that possible? Yes, it is. Can you stay on the line, and we will do that. Thanks again.
I will. Thank you. Have a good day.
It is L24244. That's the item number for the 22 CD storage cube system. Only $11.76. We just had a gentleman who's buying more than one. Ken Erickson from Coon Rapids. We appreciate you being here. Thank you. Take it off. Let's go. Makes a good back to school gift. Still available. Where do you see this wild rice and 19 bean soup mixers? These are very rare beans that didn't have high yields in the past. Very popular about 100 years ago, but when you get a chance to see them, and some of our audience members get a chance to taste them, you're going to love it. $18.25 is L24177. Yeah, we're just going to be eating here today is what we're going to be doing. The set of 3 candy apple toppers is going to knock you out. $18.75. Caramel, butterscotch, and fudge. It is L24240. Yeah, Rick just said we're going to be eating here today. It seems like a lot of people in Minnesota do that a lot, and it's amazing who you run into when you walk around long enough. In case you don't recognize this lady, this is a lady that I am very proud and pleased to call a friend. This is Virginia Olson. Hello, Virginia.
Hi, Paul Kelly.
How are you?
Hi.
Virginia is one of QVC's best chefs on a regular basis, and she has fed me more than once, as you probably can tell.
And I brought you brownies. Oh, I'm not supposed to tell anybody. I brought him a bag of food today, but don't tell anybody on the crew.
Oh, now you see what... John Sirhusband, can you do something about this? No, it's beyond it. Virginia, you represent the Nesco Company, which is in and of itself one of America's great success stories.
It certainly is. It's a family-owned company. It's in Wisconsin, so when you're there on the 29th of July, you will see the Nesco people. And what's great about it is Nesco was a local Midwest company that started in Milwaukee in 1932. Through QVC and all the wonderful people that are out there that watch and buy, we're able to demonstrate a good product that does what we say it's supposed to do, and people get it at home. They love it. I talked to a lot of people in the crowd here today. They own a Nesco, more than one Nesco. They own my cookbook and herbs, and that's what QVC does. They bring the best that they can find to the viewers, and so instead of getting in and out of a car and going to stores, you watch TV, you're at home, you're comfortable, and you buy the best product.
See that? You know, and this is about the best you can find right here. Let's go back to the stage and talk to Mary Beth. Thank you, Virginia. Welcome to Red Wing. Nestled in the bluffs along the Mississippi River, Red Wing, Minnesota is considered to be one of America's most picturesque towns. Famous for its historic Victorian architecture, as well as for the world-famous pottery which bears its name and its stamp. The Red Wing of today is a village of flowers. Everywhere, flowers.
Welcome back to our 1550 tour here in Minnesota. Everyone say hi to Arlen Lothi from Hutchinson. Welcome, Arlen. Great to have you here. Welcome to QVC. Congratulations on being one of the 20.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, Arlen has such a great product. This is a slicing perfect cutting board, and you get the knife, all for under $20. This guy was on the noon news here in Minneapolis, and everybody was shopping and saying, I want one of those
got a basic wood unit with a slicing guide that you can insert into the hardwood base. And the original concept of this was done for as a companion to all the bread making machines.
Yeah, because you know what? Everybody was coming out with these bread loaves and no way to cut it decently, and they want to cut it when it's warm so they can put butter on it, you know?
Yeah, and everything is so large and you can't store it, and some are very expensive.
Yeah.
So what we did was we just designed this machine so that it would cut not only bread but other things as well, but it would cut it at different thicknesses. So if you want to take a loaf of bread out of your bread machine and simply put it in the blank slices perfect, it'll cut it 3/4 of an inch. You simply take a specially designed knife that's made for slicing, has a special scalloped edge with very fine serration, so it's virtually sharp forever. You simply lay the knife across the slicing guide and just simply run it through the bread.
And there you go. You've got a nice... Now, that's a big thick piece of bread.
This is for Texas toast. That's the 3/4 of an inch. Now, if you want something a little thinner, you simply put the insert in.
And now it would be half an inch. Okay.
Now, if you make a slice there, it'll fit in your toaster.
Ooh, that looks good.
Okay.
Right. And then now you can actually go down to 1/4 of an inch and an 1/8 of an inch.
That's right. That's right. We can slice all the way down to 1/8 of an inch, and we can slice
fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables.
What would you like to slice?
Let me show you how you slice the bread. One of the more common problems in the kitchen is slicing a bagel.
Right.
You simply put it in the slices perfect, push it to the corner, and again, using a knife to slide it along, and slice the bagel. Perfect every time.
You know, one of the hardest things to slice is the sauce because it always wrecks them when slice them.
My wife smashes them all to Dickens until she had one of these.
Show me how you're going to use this.
Take the croissant, which is very soft and flaky and hard to slice. Put it in the slices perfect. Put the knife on the slicing guide and simply draw the knife across in a seesaw fashion. There you go.
You know what's so nice? This is small, this is compact. You can actually put this particular white piece in the dishwasher. The nicest dishwashers say the wood part you're going to have to just wipe off with a damp cloth.
Yep.
So this is so simple to store away in your kitchen cupboard or just leave right on the countertop. Show us some other ways you can actually use vegetables and meats and fruits.
What we'll do is we will flip the slices, perfect slicing guide over.
Okay.
Stick it in here, we'll get 1/4 of an inch.
Okay.
And again, one of
those hamburgers on the grill.
Yeah, one of the things that people find very difficult slicing are tomatoes and the slicing straight.
Right.
So you simply place it on the slicing guide, take one slice to get yourself started. Okay. And put it down here again and just go slice after slice after slice, and you don't need to remove the slice every time you cut one. You can simply make another slice by moving it to another position on the board.
Good idea.
And there you have 3 perfect slices every time.
Over half of the quantity is already gone on this. It's going very quickly. $17.93. The item number is L24260. Here's something else. A lot of people hate to shred lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, you're making tacos or you're making a salad. This will actually help you shred lettuce, too. Show us how to do that.
Take a handle of lettuce, take the stem out of it, and cut it in half.
Okay.
Put it on the fresh, it's perfect. Again,
1/4 of an inch thick or so?
1/4 of an inch thick. There you go.
That is great. This is going so very fast. We've got to wrap up. Arlen, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with more. Still available. We've got a set of 5 decorative plant markers for $21.43. That's L24130, I believe. Those are going to go in your garden. Remember when you plant things and you can't remember where you planted them or what you planted? This will mark it for you. We've got tomatoes and peas and carrots and all kinds of things, and even one that says, I forgot, which is real typical of people's plant gardens. And then also, here's for the fishermen. If you love to fish off the shore, fish off the dock, we've got a bait bucket and a smart bobber fishing set. The bait bucket will actually hold your minnows and your worms all at the same time, and it acts as a seat that you can sit on from the shore. Plus, you also have a really great bobber that we're going to show you in just a little bit. $24.83, L24132. We are saying it's sold out. That Slice Perfect cutting board and knife is gone.
Okay, it's Aquatennial time here in Minnesota, and there are lots of activities that go on as far as the Aquatennial is concerned. And we have a gentleman who's involved in one of those activities doing a very special project, Mr. Paul Helina. Paul, welcome to QVC.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. And what I'm involved in is the fun run tonight. It's a 3
scenic area of our state, and I tend to showcase that in August by hiking it for 20 days and 20 nights as a fundraising project for the trail itself and for the organization called Wilderness Inquiry, which takes disabled people out on wilderness excursions. That's a great project, and we at QVC wish you all the best of luck with it. I hope you make a bunch of money. Thank you much, and I appreciate being here. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for being with us. Watch me tonight at the run. Okay, you bet. We'll be rooting you on. Okay, let's go back to the stage. The next product that we've got is very unique in terms of the product that you're going to be getting, but it's also very symbolic. It is symbolic of the lives and the beliefs of Native Americans here in Minnesota. A lot of people think of Native Americans, they think about the Southwest, but there's a very strong influence of Native American life right here in Minnesota. And to help present it is Kim Ballinger from Lake Elmo, Minnesota. Please welcome him.
How you doing?
Hello, sir. Thank you very much.
Great to have you here. Ken is bringing us a box of goodies, and really all of these things were harvested off of the reservations here in Minnesota.
Correct. In northern Minnesota. Which reservations are we talking about? Three primary reservations we're talking about here: Leaf Lake, White Earth, and Fond du Lac.
Tell us what's in the box. What are they going to get?
There's a number of things in here. For example, like one of the best sellers is the chokeberry syrup.
It's not often we find chokeberry syrup, do we?
Actually, many people, probably you in the audience, will remember it. Their grandmother, mother, whatever. That was a favorite of many people, and it is a favorite today of this product.
Now, we actually have some chokeberry jelly, too, to go along with that, right?
Correct, right. Now, those things, for example, there's things you can be done with this. For example, unique things today, people put it on ice cream. People, for example, use this product on various other shows.
Pancakes.
Great stuff. What is the taste, actually, of chokeberry, if you wanted to compare it to anything? Chokeberry is a very, very wonderful, flavorful taste. It's, let's say, it's a little tart.
Smells great.
It's a tart, sweet thing? Tart, sweet taste. Very robust flavor.
Very, very good.
Okay, what else we got? Okay, the other thing we have in here is, for example, the wild rice. Wild rice. Now, for example, this is hand-harvested, hand-processed wild rice. Now, many times people are told they're buying wild rice. And you'll see, for example, that it's very dark, very black. This is actually the original wild rice, and you'll see the difference on it. And you'll taste the difference right away. For example, this took from like 15 to 20 minutes. And there's several recipes included within it. But it is a very, very delicious item.
Doesn't it go through some kind of processing, too, once you've harvested it that's extra special? Like, don't they kind of, I want to say fry it by hand, but there's a better term for it.
There was another part of it that you're getting to that you brought up. And that's, for example, the winnowing of it. For example, when this rice is harvested, it's by our people in a canoe, called knocking the rice into the canoe. And then, of course, after that, and it's roasted over hardwood. And again, it gives us the flavor of it.
Oh, done by hand, isn't it?
That's correct, right. Now, you also got the maple syrup. Maple syrup. Maple syrup is kind of a springtime for us. It's called the sugar bush time. And, of course, that kind of signals to our people the coming spring. And again, it's very delicious. Very, very rich. But you bring up a point, though, that all the items in here, because you're also getting whipped honey. That's correct. Are you not? And what have we got here? Okay, this is the Quaker gun, which is known as fry bread. Now, many of the people, perhaps your audience today watching throughout the United States, many of them are Indians. And they'll recognize this as fry bread. And in their own way, for example, they'll have different flavors of it throughout the United States. But fry bread has been like a staple of life for many, many cultures. And this, again, was a staple of ours.
Now, what are some of the things you can make with the fry bread?
Fry bread itself, for example, can be made into a pancake mix, can be made into like a waffle. But actually, the fry bread itself comes into like a fluffed up. And there's many different ways to prepare.
Well, I heard about Indian tacos, because I love tacos.
Okay. And again, Indian tacos are, again, what they do is they make the fry bread and then put the taco mix on it. It's delicious.
And this is a nice large bag. You can get a lot out of here. In fact, just for the pancakes, I was just noticing you use 1 1/3 cup of the actual mix, the 2 cups of the mix, and that's going to make 2 pancakes. So you've got several times to be able to use this one particular bag of mix. The other thing I wanted to mention is there's a little product in here called a dream catcher. That's very much Native American. Tell us about it.
Well, tell me the name of your new child.
Oh, I didn't want to tell on TV.
Okay.
Oh, I know y'all want to know.
No sudden movement.
The name of his
My dad's name, I'm not going to tell you that either. Why? say.
My first child, Eric.
There you go.
There we go.
I was just kind of here at the beginning. No, actually, let's go into But there's a symbolism here. What the dream catcher is, for example, in many of our cultures, and this is a woodland culture, this is for example, that the belief was that in many of our lives, many of our homes, what have you, there's times, for example, that bad dreams, bad thoughts are circulating thoughts. And what the dream catcher is meant to do is to filter those out. And this is the original. Many people copy this in many different ways, and you'll see it too often in the street. But it actually has the Indian heritage. That's correct. And what this is red willow, insane, and this other. Now, what it's meant to do is filter out those bad things and only allow the good thoughts to come through. The reason I asked about your child is that many people place this in a child's room to protect the child.
By the way, we're going to go to the phones, take a phone call, see who's shopping with us today. Good afternoon. Welcome to Minnesota. Who's this, please? I'm Shirley Mary Beth from Lafayette, California. Hi, Shirley. How are you? Oh, fine. It's such a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you. Welcome to Minnesota via the TV. Oh, thank you. I'm certainly enjoying the program.
What are you shopping for, Shirley?
I just purchased L24473.
Is this for yourself?
Pardon?
Is this going to be for yourself or as a gift?
Oh, this is going to be for us. Good. I'm glad you shopped with us, Shirley. Thank you so much, and enjoy all those wonderful products coming to you from Minnesota. Oh, I certainly will. My great-grandmother was Cherokee Indian. Wow, great.
Wonderful.
She was on the Trail of Tears. Good. And there was quite a little romantic story. Anyway, she was quite young and met a young man from up in Missouri who was evidently stationed on this Trail of Tears. And he managed to get her away from that, and they married in St. Joseph, Missouri, and came across to California way back in before 49er days. Wow, great. Shirley, we got to let you go, but thank you so much for shopping with us today. Have a great evening, okay? Thank you so much. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Stay on the line. This is L24473. It's the Northland Native American Gourmet Food Basket. You're getting honey, you're getting true syrups, you're getting the jelly, you're also getting the fried bread mix and the dream catcher and the wild rice. So you get a lot for $39.
$10. Thanks for being here.
Appreciate it very much.
Still available.
By the way, still available. We've got a set of 4 toothbrushes coming up. They're unlike anything you've ever seen. These are a set of 4 curved bristle toothbrushes. They're going to clean your teeth right down to the gums. We'll actually demonstrate it for you in just a little bit. $10.24. L24128. We'll be right back.
And coming up in a little bit, we can't have a show in Minnesota if we don't have fishing products, and we've got a great one. This fishing accessory float assortment is going to talk about floats and how they work, and where do we get a chance to meet Nick Phil. World champion fisherman is going to be here, only $24.11. L24129.
This Thursday, exactly 365 days until America's Olympic dreams come alive in Atlanta for the 1996 Olympic Games. And on the eve of America's Olympics, the 1995 U.S. Olympic Festival in Colorado, QVC catches America's Olympic spirit in a 2-hour edition of the 1996 Olympic Summer Games Showcase. Tune in for a special salute featuring official U.S. Olympic team and 1996 Olympic Games licensed merchandise, including our own 7-piece pin set exclusive to QVC. The excitement is building. Don't miss the 1996 Olympic Summer Games Showcase, the 365-day countdown, 2 hours, this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, here on QVC. Don't get snared by the glare. Grab a pair of blue blockers, and those UV rays will never keep you out of the action again. With summer heating up, there's never been a better time to get yourself some Blue Blockers sunglasses. Don't miss 2 editions, this Sunday at 8 a.m. and again at 6 p.m. Eastern on QVC.
Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Let's give her a big Minnesota welcome. Lori is a wonderful designer. And Lori, welcome to QVC. Congratulations. Glad that you're here. You've dressed in a gorgeous leather jacket. You actually live up in Grand Rapids, which is the northern part of Minnesota. And I guess you get your inspiration for these gorgeous Indian blankets up there, right?
Right. I live in a cabin on a lake in the woods, and I've been very inspired by the natural surroundings, as well as the culture of the Native Americans who live in the area.
This is a gorgeous blanket. We're calling it a blanket. It's really like a throw because this is 50 inches by 72 inches. It's all 100% wool. It's actually made down in Faribault, Minnesota, with the Faribault woolen mills that have been in business for over 130 years. It's made with a fine blend of some of the best wools you can get, some merino wool, etc. But tell us a little bit about this blanket, because this is called the wisdom blanket, or actually the Native Americans used to call them robes because they would don them on as robes.
Right. This particular blanket is called the wisdom blanket or wisdom throw, and it's based on a legend about how wisdom comes, and it's a beautiful story. I'd like to tell it. The eagle feather is a very important symbol in Native American culture, and it represents great courage or wisdom. And there was a young man who wished to have wisdom, and he thought that if he had an eagle feather, that would mean that he had wisdom. So he searched for this eagle feather, and he spent all his life looking for it. And he neglected his family and his friends, and kept searching and could never find this eagle feather. And finally, as he got older, he realized one day that he just was not going to find this feather, and he had ruined his life looking for it. And one day, very wearily, he stopped at the side of the road and he said a prayer to the Creator, saying, I'm really sorry that I've ruined my life. I've neglected my family and friends and searched for this eagle feather, and I'm just not going to find it. And I've decided to give up the search and pay attention to them while I still have some time left. And just as he said that, an eagle flew overhead and dropped an eagle feather to his feet, and his wisdom has finally come.
That's a neat story. And really, not only was it the story that inspired you, but it was just looking over the lakes and just the whole surroundings that you lived in up there. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts when you were actually putting together the blanket thing. You obviously wanted the eagle feather to be across the border, top and bottom.
Yeah, the eagle feather, this particular eagle feather design came from a beadwork on a dance dress that I saw in a powwow one summer. And these colors are the colors of the northern woodlands, the colors of the earth, the sky, and the forest. And with the jacquard weaving process, what happens is you get a reverse blanket.
That's right. We're going to show you the reverse, which is actually just as beautiful. More tan color on one side and blue on this side, almost like the lakes of Minnesota. Right. There's a funny story because when you went down and you were working with the Faribault woolen mill, they couldn't quite conceptually see the colors that you wanted. So what did you do to kind of give them the idea of the colors?
Well, I brought in a basket of leaves and pine needles, and I said, here, match these.
Like a handful of dirt, just stick it up. So this is the earth, make these colors. You'll see on this side, you've got the beautiful green at the top, and then more of the copper color. The eagle feathers then goes down into the blue, and more of that pattern. This is also stitched like a whip stitch all the way around the edge, all four edges. So it's beautifully done. This is a double weave throw, too, so it's nice and thick. The kind that's going to last you years. And, when you think about a throw, this would fit on a single-size bed if you wanted to, a twin-size bed. But you can also fold this up, put it at the end of a bed, and make a beautiful decoration. And as we say with a lot of our throws, fold them up, put them over the back of a chair, over the back of a sofa, so that they literally become an accent piece in your home decor.
Or hang it on a wall.
Or hang it on a wall. Because like you said, this is a work of art. These are things that, artists such as Lori, put together, and it takes a long time. How much time do you think it takes to come up with some of your different designs?
It takes a year to design the blanket and get a finished product, sometimes over a year.
That's amazing. This is absolutely gorgeous.
It's unlike anything we've ever offered, too, because a lot of the throws we offer are in 100% cotton. This one, 100% wool, merino wool, some of the finest wools you can find, all taken into account when this is actually woven together in a jacquard weave. Let's turn it over one more time and just kind of show the other side so you can see that. And the size, again, is 50 inches by 72 inches, so there's a lot of work to it. Let's go to the phone, see who's shopping with us tonight. Good evening, you're live on the air from Minnesota. Who's this, please? Hi, this is Joanne from North Carolina. Your name again? Joanne. Hi, Joanne, how are you? I'm fine. Good. Say hi to Lori and to all of Minnesota. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hello. What are you buying today, Joanne? Oh, I ordered the blanket. You're going to get the blanket? Yes. Why did you like the blanket? Oh, I love Native American artifacts. And my son really likes Indian stuff, so I think he will enjoy it to have it in his bedroom. Yes, that's a nice idea, putting it in his son's bedroom. Right, yeah. Excellent idea. It's a gorgeous blanket, really. When you feel the wool, it's very soft, very supple, yet nice and thick for you. Oh, yeah, I love that. One of the things we want to show you, Joanne, this is the box that it comes in. Have you ever been to Minnesota? No, never. Well, up in northern Minnesota, there's all kinds of beautiful white birch trees. And the white birch trees, this is actually, the box has the look of white birch on it. So you'll see that beautiful box when it comes, and it tells you a little bit about the wisdom robe. And it will also have a story in there, the story that Lori told earlier about the eagle feather and the boy in his search for it. That's right. Okay? Thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you. All right, bye-bye now. Okay, bye. Bye. Stay on the line. It's a beautiful blanket. It's $96. It's completely reversible, blue on one side, tan on the other. It's L24165. Lauren, thank you so much. Thank you. It's our pleasure having you on QVC. Stay tuned. We've got more to show you. In fact, look what's coming up a little bit later. I got to tell you, this is some of the best cheesecake you can buy and eat. It's chocolate dipped gourmet cheesecake. Each piece is individually dipped. There are 16 pieces altogether. $27.75. It's going to be shipped to you frozen. You can thaw it out, serve it for a wonderful gourmet dessert, or you can keep this in your freezer up to a year and bring it out when the company comes. It's L24210. And we also have a set of serene-flavored hot fudge sauces, $19.97. There's going to be the German chocolate fudge sauce, the mint sauce, mint chocolate sauce, and also the mocha chocolate sauce. All three jars for $19.97, L242.21.
Those of us on board the QVC Local feel a real kinship around here. By 1914, the iron mines in the surrounding range, this part of Minnesota, had grown to a point where there was a transportation problem, a problem getting the miners from their homes to the mine sites. Two enterprising gentlemen in the mining industry, Andy Anderson and Carl Wickman, solved that problem by taking an automobile, chopping it in half, elongating it, and putting extra seats in it, thus creating the first bus. It was called the Hubmobile, and the Hubmobile became the foundation of the Greyhound bus empire. These are the Greyhound buses that await you here at the origin of the Greyhound bus site. This is Hibbing, Minnesota. It's where buses began. And without the Greyhound bus and all of the people involved in the bus industry that is celebrated here in Hibbing, Minnesota, the QVC Local would be impossible. By the way, the picture you just saw there was Brent McGowan. He's one of our videographers, and he's getting married next week, so wish him well. He's getting married. Okay, let's move on here. Where do we get a load of the next product that we've got here? How many people out there have gas fireplaces? Somebody's got one at home? Lots of people do. There are thousands of people across America who have gas fireplaces. Absolutely. And they look great. Yep. They feel great. You can feel them. But there's one thing that is missing from these gas fireplaces. And does anybody want to take a shot at as to what it is? It's the sound. You don't hear that crackle, that soothing sound from the gas fireplace. And helping us to explain our next product is Jan Berghoff from Edina, Minnesota. Hello, sir. How are you? I want to welcome you. It's a really unique product, invented right here. Yep. And let's get it right into it. I want you to move right in because we're gonna keep this really tight. Okay. And show us what we've got here in the Crackler wood fireplace simulator. Here's what we have, Rick. Right now there are probably over 10,000 gas fireplaces being manufactured every single week. And most of them are being manufactured right here in the state of Minnesota. All right. And as you probably know, a lot of the states across the nation are actually banning wood-burning fireplaces. So you've got all these gas fireplaces being produced, but what you get is just a beautiful-looking silent flame. And these fireplaces, these things, they cost anywhere from $500. Some of them are as high as $7,000, $8,000 for gas fireplace. And you put the fireplace in your home, you turn it on, and you realize that, hey, the thing hasn't come to life. It's missing something. Right. So you don't hear that crack, you don't hear that pop. You're not sitting around with popcorn on a Saturday night. You can't feel that soothing sound. So we are going to give you an opportunity to hear this thing right now. It's $69.76. The item number is L24206. Are we ready with this? Now, Rick, it may be a little difficult to hear the thing. We've got a volume control. In an environment like this, Rick, can you turn it up at all? Let's see if we can turn it all the way. Probably turn it up as high as you can. When you're in your home and everything's silent and quiet, when the volume control is turned up to the highest setting, it will almost just blow your it's nice and quiet in the close area in the living room. Yeah, you can turn it down, and all you want is that nice snap, crackle, pop, the little hissing sound that you normally hear with a wood-burning fireplace. Right. Kind of heats you up. Yeah, man, oh man, it's unbelievable. So you're hearing that, and how'd you come up with this idea, by the way? Well, it was kind of simple. My wife and I had just built a new home, and we went shopping for a gas fireplace. We thought, hey, let's put aside the wood-burning fireplaces, buy a gas fireplace, and we went out and bought one, had the thing installed. The very first day we came home, I turned the gas fireplace on, and my wife and I are sitting there. The fireplace is lit up, and we're looking at it, and we realized, hey, what's missing? Something's missing. It looked great, but there was no snap, crackle, pop. You know, we have a friend of yours over here. What's his name? His name is Blake. Blake is going to show us how this is assembled. We're going to get a shot of that and say how easy this is, and maybe you can kind of talk through this. What are you doing? Blake is to show us how easy the Crackler is to install. The Crackler, all you have to do is take the unit, and you open up the lower part of the fireplace. Okay. 99% of the fireplaces, the gas fireplaces manufactured today, Rick, they have a louver. You open up that louver, and all you have to do is tuck this unit, tuck the unit right off behind the louver, and you just simply plug it into the outlet that's already sitting in the base of that gas fireplace. And again, 99% of the gas fireplaces out there already have that 110-volt junction box sitting there. You simply just plug it in, and you're done. That's it. A couple other features we added, Rick, was, we could have designed the thing with a 9-volt battery system, but we thought the life of the battery just wouldn't be sufficient. Alrighty. So we got a 110-volt source. Again, if you can plug in a light bulb, you can plug in the Crackler. So you just plug it in. We got a volume control. If you want to turn the volume up, we turn it down to whatever setting you use. There's an automatic setting on this, too. Yes, there's an automatic setting. Let's take a look at this. If you want to just turn the thing on, here's the switch. You can just turn the thing on into the on mode. Okay. If you want to put it on, when it's hooked up on the on mode, every time the fireplace goes on, does the Crackler go on there? No. Okay. You're only turning on the Crackler when you're turning on the on switch. Right. When you put it in the auto mode, and that's what you're getting to, excuse me. Right. When you turn it on to the auto mode, anytime you turn that fireplace on, that's the one. The heat from the fireplace will automatically turn on that Crackler. When you turn off the fireplace, it automatically shuts it off. So it's with the heat? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's called the Crackler. It is $69.76. It is L24206. You want that sound, you want that soothing sound of wood burning right in your own home, but in a safe way with your gas fireplace. This is an item that you can definitely pick up, Jan Berghoff. We appreciate you being here. Thank you very much, Jeff. We got more coming up. Yeah, just a little bit. still available, and almost 2,000 of the 22-seating storage cube systems have been ordered. Only $11.76. We appreciate the call from all of the 50 million homes that QVC happens to be in right now, L24244. And the Northland Native American Gourmet Food Box. You're getting the choke cherry syrup and the maple syrup, the choke cherry jelly. You're also getting the mustard. It's only $39. It symbolizes the seasons here in Minnesota, L24473.
Joining me right now is John Norling from Spicer, Minnesota. Let's give him a big welcome. Hi, John.
How are you?
Great to have you here. Congratulations. This is an absolutely gorgeous St. Nicholas doll. I tell you, I told Don, we've had lots of different St. Nicholas dolls on QVC, but I really think this takes the cake. This is really smashing.
Well, we really appreciate that. We enjoyed designing this, creating it. It's going, it's a very nice piece for us. It's a heirloom quality, limited edition. We've limited to 1,000.
This is, again, limited edition of 1,000. It stands 32 inches tall. Now, you have to understand, we're in a little bit of a breeze out here, but this beard and hair is all 100% wool. Good design. Tell us also about the face and the hands, because that's something called hydrostone. Is it durable?
Yes, it is. It's either hydrostone or composite rock, same item. We have a internationally renowned sculptor sculpt the piece for us and cast it for us. They're hand-painted. They've done a fantastic job on this painting.
Yeah, really, it's pretty much handmade.
It's all handmade. It's all hand-painted, and it's made right here in Minnesota.
You know, I want to tell everybody, tell us a little bit about the coat, and let's describe the whole thing.
The coat was, it's taken off of a Hudson Bay type blanket, a trader blanket.
Yeah.
It's 100% wool. These blankets were used for trade back in the early American fur trade business. And we've named him after our French-Canadian voyager, and Andre.
Andre, it's beautiful. I want to show you some of the different things that comes with him, too. On this St. Nicholas doll, if I turn him to the side here a little bit, you'll notice this is a sled. It's like he's weighted down with some of the things for the children, and he's going to deliver. He's got a beautiful wood sled made out of wonderful hardwoods right here.
Yes.
And then also, tell us a little bit about this bell.
Well, the bell signals an arrival into a village of, like St. Nicholas. The historic perspective of St. Nicholas is very interesting in itself. As we were designing this, we researched the tradition and legend of St. Nicholas.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay.
A lot of people know St. Nicholas, but they don't know what it's all about.
Right. St. Nicholas was a bishop, an early Christian bishop in Turkey in 300 AD, and he evolved through legend up into northern Europe and became St. Nicholas, the benevolent, good-hearted, gift-giving individual. And St. Nicholas evolved in Germany into Pels Nicole, which was a fur-clad St. Nicholas. In Holland, he was still called St. Nicholas, but he had a helper called Black Peter, who used to slide down the chimneys in Holland.
It was almost like whatever country they were in, they kind of adjusted it to whatever they could.
And that's how we brought it forward into American Santa Claus, and that story in itself is very, very neat. When he first came to America, the Dutch brought him. He's called Sinterklaas.
Wow, it was such a gorgeous piece. I want to show you in the bag on the side. This is all done in a burlap, and then coming out of it is a Christmas tree. Out of that, you've got a beautiful little teddy bear right here for all you bear collectors and doll collectors out there. There are millions of you out there. Here's a beautiful little bow, kind of a Christmas-type bow. And then I want you to see this wonderful handmade little rag doll over here. Can you see here? This is all sculpted. It's a soft sculpted cloth doll with the beautiful little hair on it, all hand-painted on the face, the little fabric done. That, again, your company makes all by hand.
Yes, we do. And another feature, Mary Beth, is we have a little beveled glass medallion that Actually, it's the numbered edition of the limited edition, and it's also the feature, the authenticity that it is limited.
It's a gorgeous medallion. I'll turn it so you can hopefully see it. It will give you the limited edition on it. It tells you what number yours is out of the 1,000, the name of the piece. This all fits into a beautiful faux suede pouch that hangs from his sled right there. I mean, really, truly, when you look at a doll and you think about collectability, being that it is a limited edition, made out of hydrostone on the face and the hands, the rest of the body is actually made out of wood, and then fully dressed in a 100% wool coat, so 100% wool on the beard and all. It's a smashing value, $229. The item number on this is L24474. Let's go to the phones and see who's calling in. Good evening, you're live from Minnesota. Who's this, please?
This is Marcia Blissett from Peachway Marina, North Carolina.
Hi, did you say your name is Wanda?
Marcia.
Marcia, hello, Marcia. Say hi to everybody in Minnesota.
Hi, everyone.
What are you shopping for, Marcia?
I bought the St. Nicholas doll.
What do you think about this doll?
I love it.
Thank you, Marcia.
Yes, it's very pretty. I collect Santa Clauses, so this is perfect.
Wonderful. Are you a doll collector besides?
Yes.
Good for you. This is really, really top of the line. I mean, I've never seen anything quite this, I want to say, elaborate, really.
Right. I love it. I saw it in a preview, and I thought, well, I'm just going to wait till I see you explain it. Yeah. But it is beautiful.
Good. Marcia, thank you so much. I'm sure you'll have this for the rest of your life. Every Christmas, make sure it's out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcia.
Bye-bye, Marcia.
To you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. We want to say thank you to John Nolan for bringing this to us. You and your wife started out at the kitchen table, and now it's evolved to bringing us beautiful collectible pieces. This, again, is item number L24474, $229. Still available, we have the 100% wool Indian wisdom blanket, $96, L24165. A beautiful blanket, reversible, 50 inches by 72 inches. And we also have that chocolate dipped gourmet cheesecake, $27.75, 16 pieces, all individually hand dipped. It's pure. There are only 4 different ingredients on it. L24210. We'll be right back. From the company that sells more TVs and VCRs than anyone else in America, QVC presents our first full hour of audio and video equipment from RCA. Don't miss the premiere of RCA Electronics this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, right here on QVC. It's a little slice of heaven to put you on cloud 9. Don't miss an hour of cherubs for you and your home as QVC presents Heaven Sent Collectible Angels this Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. For 8 years, we've been working out and staying fit. Now it's time for a break. Take time out from your workout to celebrate our health and fitness anniversary. With select anniversary prices and 2 big hours that'll have your heart pumping without flexing a muscle. It all happens this Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern on QVC.
Yeah, we're trying to have we're going to interview Tracy. Just a sec. Yo, guys! Hey! Stop! It's Tracy's turn. They're out of control. Speaking of out of control, this is Tracy Kirshner. And Tracy, you are with the Aquatennial, are you not?
I am with the Aquatennial. It's the biggest of all Minneapolis festivals. So we're really, really excited. It's been full swing. It goes about 4 more days, and this is the biggest night. You picked the perfect night to get here.
What do we have to look forward to tonight?
Torchlight Parade. 250,000 people come to downtown Minneapolis for this parade. Lit floats, illuminated, beautiful floats. Gilligan's Island reunion tonight on one of our floats. Target's bringing the Professor Marianne and Gilligan in. So we're excited about that. And Grand Marshal tonight, the one and only Dorothy Hamill, figure skater.
Wonderful. Gilligan's Island reunion. That explains why our producer, Scott Olenhausen, was wearing his professor costume today.
He asked if he could ride in the float, too, but we had to say he had to stay with you guys.
Well, Tracy, thank you very much, and we're having a ball, and thank you for letting us be part of the Aquatennial.
Well, thanks for coming.
It's our pleasure. Let's go back to the main stage. If I can, I'm going to round up the crazies, and we'll get on with it.
Thanks, Paul. Right now, I want to introduce to you Marguerite Bottomiller from Bloomington, Minnesota. Welcome, Marguerite. How are you? Congratulations on being on our show. I got to tell you, this is one of my all-time favorite products in the entire show because this is a way for you and me to be able to make our own beeswax candles. And if you don't already know what's great about beeswax candles, first of all, they've got a wonderful aroma. They're all natural. They're smokeless, dripless. They burn right down the center, so there's no mess or anything to clean up afterwards. And this is so easy. If I can do it, they can do it, right?
It's very easy to do, yes.
Tell us a little bit about your background. You actually were a beekeeper.
Oh, I used to keep bees.
For how long?
For about 15 years.
Wow. And so these were honeybees, right?
Honeybees, yes.
And they were making honey and wax, right?
They make honey and wax.
I wanted you to show this to everybody because this actually came out of one of your hives.
Out of one of my hives.
What is it?
It's a honeycomb from the supers where the bees bring the nectar in. They fill these little cells. They are made totally out of beeswax. They fill them full with nectar, and then they evaporate all the moisture, and in stays the honey. They cover it up with wax again, and then the beekeeper has to come and slice the wax off, get the honey out, and then you have the pure beeswax that has to be cleaned, purified, and then molded into these beautiful sheets.
Now, let me just tell everybody that what you're going to get in the kit is 6 of these 8-inch by 8-inch sheets of the beeswax honeycomb. And from these 6 sheets, you can make all kinds of different candles. Before you show us how to make one, show us some of the different things that we're going to be able to make.
All right. We can make like 6. These are the regular tapers.
8-inch tapers?
8-inch tapers. 6 of these. You can use those yourself. They can be molded on the bottom to just fit any size standard holder. You can also decorate them like this to give as gifts.
And this gift card, there's 3 of these included in the kit as well, which is a darling little gift card that you can put your name in, a to and from, and it's just a beautiful little way to add to, you know, gift giving for getting ready for Christmas.
Yes, right.
Show us some of the larger pillar candles.
Oh, yes, you could make one beautiful large pillar candle, for instance, and the wax burns down into the middle and it leaves a little rim higher on the outside, which glows. It glows like, it glows just beautifully.
It's gorgeous.
Like lace or little windows.
And then you can make actually the 4-inch pillars.
Yes.
Or you can go into a really thick design in a 4-inch style. This is what I thought was interesting, was you can actually make, how many of these?
24 of these little darling little candles. They can be so pretty for decoration.
Yeah.
To decorate, hang them on a picture, hang them on the wall. Or you can have the wicks connected, you see. That makes it so pretty.
Now, here's even some votive candles. You can make your own votive candles. And one thing I loved was something called a fluted taper, where you can actually make it with the little, you know, fluted area going around. You're already very, very busy. We're taking orders for your product already.
Oh, wonderful.
So we want to actually get you right to it to show us how to make one of these candles. Very simple. The wick comes with it, right?
The wick comes with it. Also a beeswax story. And you would love to read the story about honeybees, how they make
how they are busy all day long, how this wax is created by the honeybees. You see, this is how easy it is.
Just leave a wick here at the top.
Right, leave 1-inch wick. Press the wick kind of almost towards the end into the wax and bend the wax over. Then you put it up a little bit, let it stand up a little bit, and then you spread out your fingers and just roll it evenly.
That is how simple
Roll
it is,
it
folks.
down.
I made 2 of these yesterday. They really are gorgeous. And then when you get to the side, you can just kind of touch that down the edge.
Press it down.
Press it in. And then at the bottom, you're just tapering
You
it
mold
in.
it a little bit so that it fits any standard size holder.
Yeah.
So they are very, very beautiful.
Gorgeous.
That's all.
You know, you can go to the store and pay $12 for one of these, or $8 or $10 and $20, $25 for a pair. Now you're getting the opportunity to spend $12.49 and actually get 6 of these 8-inch by 8-inch sheets, plus the wick, plus 3 of the little gift-giving cards. All comes in your kit, and the instructions as well, too.
And a beeswax story.
And a beeswax story. And by the way, I should just tell you, here's what your kit will look like. On the back, it says, in every drop of honey, a field of clover. In each chamber of the comb, sweet time. In the folds of the beeswax candle, warmth and joy. In the clean, bright flame, the dance of light and life. And we call her Mrs. B. L24215. We're going to go to the phones, take a phone call. Give us a call, $12.49. This is an excellent item to have. And I would even get myself 2 or 3 sets if you know you're going to want to make more candles for gifts and things.
Children, yeah.
Children, too. Yeah, she said even little guys up to, you know, from starting about 5 years old, etc., can do it. So you can get the kids involved as well.
Birthday party.
Good evening. You're live on the air with Minnesota. Who's this, please?
Hi, Mary Beth. This is Lori from Sayreville, New Jersey.
Hi, Lori. Say hi to Minnesota.
Hi, Minnesota.
Lori, what are you shopping for tonight?
I ordered a beeswax candle set.
What are you going to do? What kind of candles do you want to make?
Oh, God. I don't really know. I'm very intrigued by the whole thing. It just seems like it'd be a lot of fun.
Have you ever had beeswax candles in your home before?
No, I never did.
Oh.
They're nice, aren't they?
Yes,
you
they look
will love
beautiful.
it. You will love it, Lori. Yeah. It's so soothing on your hands, and you know, it makes you so creative. After you make the first easy one, you will start thinking, and you might go into this here. That's a diagonal cut. You can cut the wax diagonal and roll either just one or put both on top, and you get 6 big fat ones out of
the 6 sheets.
Yes.
Exactly.
Then you can glue them on the edges.
All your directions are going to be included, Lori, so there's no guesswork. And just have fun with it. You're going to get some gorgeous candles. And just tell me real quickly, too, Mrs. B, how long will a candle like this last if you're burning it?
This will burn about 4 hours.
About
a little
4
more
hours.
than 4 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Burn it out of draft. When there are children around, they should not burn it without supervision. Otherwise, they are so easy to make.
Yeah, and they're beautiful for your dining room table. Lori, thanks so much for your order. We appreciate it. Enjoy it.
Yes, thank you. And it was nice talking to you, Mary Beth.
Our pleasure. Take
Have
care
a good
now.
day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is a great kit. 6 of these sheets, 8 inches by 8 inches. You can cut these with a knife to make like your shorter votive candles, or cut it in half to make your shorter pillar candles. All the instructions, again, are included for all those different types of candles. So it's up to you what you want to make. I wanted to show everybody this display. This is beautiful. Over 2,000 orders have already been placed. This is one of these pieces that has the spike on it. What's nice is that sometimes if you buy regular tapers and you go to put them on a spike, they crack and break.
They break out.
Yeah,
Yes,
and this
that's right.
one, you can just set right down on it. You can do something like this, or you can make 3 tall ones or 3 short ones, or whatever your heart desires, and it just makes a great centerpiece. Beautiful. I'll tell you what, Marguerite, they're going fast, so thank you very, very much. Stay on the line if you would like it. It's L242, $6.15 for $12.49.
The countdown is on. Just 1 year to go before the Olympic Summer Games in Atlanta. And QVC is proud to make you part of the action with the premiere of this exclusive 1996 Olympic Games pin set. 7 officially licensed pins commemorating the 365-day countdown of this highly anticipated event. From the official motto of the modern Olympic Games to the amusing Team Izzy track and field, each pin features a unique Olympic design highlighting the spirit and sport of the Games. These pins pins are an exciting collectible for you and your family, and they're available exclusively to QVC viewers. Order yours for the special QVC price of just $23.75. When Dan Hughes and Pat James Dementri premiere the 1996 Olympic Games 365-day countdown pin set, C17230, in the QVC Morning Show. 2 hours this Thursday at 7 a.m. Eastern, here on QVC.
Mall of America is the largest fully enclosed retail and family entertainment complex in the United States. The mall measures 4.3 million square feet, distributed over 4 levels. It contains over 400 specialty shops, ranging from the commonplace to the sublime to the ridiculous. Its restaurants number more than 50 and offer something for every taste, from the fast food courts to a more leisurely dining experience. Entertainment abounds in the mall, with a 14-screen movie theater and several live performance venues as well. There is much to appeal to the creative child in all of us, and the center of the mall is dedicated to Knott's Camp Snoopy, a Charles Schultz-ish theme park containing over 24 rides and attractions for children and adults. Now this is mall shopping, Minnesota style.
Yes, we've had lots of great products on so far during this show. But there's one question that everybody's out here is asking, aren't they? When do we eat? Yeah, huh? Where's the food?
Now.
It is now. Paul, what did you want to say?
You want to ask? You're asking me what I want to say?
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Just one thing.
What?
Just one.
What?
Dad, buy this.
Right here.
Dad, this is the one. Buy this one.
We haven't even officially presented this product, and already 300 people have already dialed in. And to help us introduce it is John O'Connor and also Joe Brennan, who is the executive chef. Please welcome them. From Atrium Catering International. This is the best cheesecake that I have ever had, and we've got about 400 pieces that are being handed out as we speak. Guys, let's go into this and talk about it, because this cheesecake that you are going to be getting at home is cut into individual slices, is it not?
Yes, sir. This is 16 pieces. It's a 10-inch cheesecake. It's really delicious. Each piece is hand-dipped.
Each piece is individually
hand-dipped in chocolate.
So what
special
you're getting
chocolate.
is special chocolate all the way around.
Yes, it's all natural. It's certified kosher. We have 4 ingredients, amounts of cream cheese, sugar, eggs, and vanilla.
And that's all that's in it?
That's all that's in it.
All individually hand-dipped, and look at what you're getting. Now, they're going to get this in what state? It's going to be frozen when they get it?
Yes, it'll be frozen when they get it.
Okay.
And they can thaw it out in the refrigeration for a week or 2. They can put it in the freezer. They can refreeze it several times.
So how long is this going to stay in the freezer if they get it?
You can keep it in the freezer 6 months to a year. For example, if they want some for the holidays, they can buy it now, 2 or 3, and leave them in the freezer for company.
Christmas in July, you want to do some Christmas shopping, you want to get an excellent gift.
Right.
For $27.75 from the state of Minnesota, individual portions that you've got. So if you happen to be entertaining, if you want to get a shot over here, let's look at the possibilities. If you're entertaining with someone, everybody gets their individual piece, don't they?
Yes, sir.
Joe Brennan.
Yes.
From Atrium Catering, what have we got going here in terms of designs?
What I've done something fast and easy for the viewers at home who want to purchase the cheesecakes, is I made some natural fruit coulis.
Okay.
And these all represent fresh summer fruits. I have blueberries here with blueberry coulis, black raspberry coulis, and what I'm going to do here is show you how I'm going to decorate this particular piece. I've got some raspberry coulis right here.
Look at the presentation that you can get if you're entertaining.
And which is just basically, I take fresh raspberries, you blend them up in the food processor, strain them out, add a little sugar to it.
Okay.
So it's like raspberry juice. We call that coulis. And what I'll do is then I'll garnish with some fresh mint, some fresh whipped cream, and a sprig of fresh mint.
And while you're doing that, let's go to the phones and take a quick call. Hi, you're live on the air with John O'Connor, Joe Brennan, and Rick. What's your name, please? Hi.
Hi.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Betty from Newark, Delaware.
Hey, Betty.
Hi.
Are we making you a little hungry here, Betty?
Very much so. It looks delicious.
It's unbelievable. What made you get it?
Well, I love cheesecake and I love chocolate.
Yep.
This is New York style.
You know, this is also New York style cheesecake, but it is made right here in Minnesota, so you're going to love it.
I'm sure I will.
Okay, thanks for your call.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
L24210. Lots of people already on the line for this. And what do you do?
Okay, I took the fresh raspberry coulis. I've got some fresh raspberries. I mixed those together, and I nap-hated over the side of the cheesecake, which means to lay over. And then I took fresh whipped cream and fresh sprig of mint and decorated it accordingly.
Can we get like a quick audience review? How are we doing with this cheesecake out there? The ultimate test. Give them food, everybody's happy. This is really delicious. But again, all natural ingredients that you're using in here comes frozen and individually sliced.
Yes. It's all natural, certified kosher, and so it covers anyone that would like to eat it.
Excellent gift to give to someone. Or if you want to do some Christmas shopping for yourself and your family, it is unbelievable. You know, you talked about you're going to get it frozen. Now, when this thaws, it's a special kind of chocolate, is it not?
Right.
Maybe you want to comment on
This is a special chocolate we get from out east, and it'll stay for, probably half hour, 45 minutes without thawing down.
So
as you can see, this has been out for about an hour right now.
In other words, if you go to get an ice cream cone, for example, and you get the chocolate that's on the outside, a lot of times the ice cream will melt, and the chocolate
It's very
will
similar
not.
to that.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I was
It'll hold
gonna
up.
say.
Right.
Gramier, how about that? All
Yep.
sorts of creative possibilities.
And easy, quick.
Very easy. It's absolutely delicious.
The one thing nice about that, it can be refrozen. That's a real nice. You can take it out, use it if you got company. If you got any left over, put it back in the freezer. It really holds up for a long
It's
time.
extremely rich. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And I think we have a shot of our audio crew. I wonder how they like it. What do you think? That's a big thumbs up there. That's not a problem at all. Our chocolate dipped gourmet cheesecake is extremely popular. If you want to pick this up, you might want to do it now because this is one of those items that is not going to last for very long. It's $29.75. Getting it for yourself, individual portions, it can be refrozen, which is really going to be the case with a lot of people because it's so rich.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to eat it
all
right
at
away.
once.
And that's a good point to be made because a lot of cheesecakes you can't do that with.
Yeah, and this for say smaller families nowadays, or for just a couple even, they can leave it in the freezer and take 2 pieces out at a time, put it in the fridge, eat it whenever they want. So it's a
Guys, we
good
really
gift item.
appreciate your being here. The item number once again is L24210. We appreciate John and Joe from Atrium Catering. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much, Rick.
Excellent product. Almost gone now. You might want to pick it up while it is still available. The beeswax candles are now gone. Thank you for your calls on that. All right.
It's not often that we have the opportunity to actually get one of the folks back home out here with us. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Rob Cadigan. Rob is a Senior Vice President at QVC, and he is in part responsible for the tour, the QVC 50 and 50 tour. Rob, thanks for coming out, and thanks for being on the air with us.
Thanks, Paul. It's great to be here. I'll tell you, we've had a beautiful day in a beautiful state. We've heard Mary Beth and Rick brag about this place forever, so it's good to finally see it for ourselves. But Minnesota marks an important milestone for us and for the local crew because this is our 26th state, which means it's a halfway mark on the quest for America's best. So we chose to start the second half right here in Minnesota. In the first half, we brought 500 products and 500 vendors to America's viewers, and now there's going to be another 500. So just keep watching and enjoy the quest for America's best.
Well, that's all well and good, Rob, but let's get down to business here. You can't be here without saying hello to some people back home.
Oh, well, if you give me the microphone, I have to say a big hello to my family and to my wife, Joan, and to our 7-month-old son, Ryan. So, hey, buddy, see you tomorrow night. Take care.
Rob, on behalf of the QVC Local and all the crew, we thank you for your support, and we're just going to keep on keeping on as we roll through the rest of America.
That's great. Good luck.
Thank you. Let's go back to the main stage.
We're back in Minnesota now, and joining me right now is a guy called Uncle Jerry Bauer. He makes Uncle Jerry's chocolate sauce, and I like any man who loves chocolate. Hi, Jerry. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Jerry is from Esco, Minnesota. That's way up north, isn't it?
Yes, it's near Duluth.
Near Duluth. All right. Northern Minnesota. Now, Uncle Jerry brings to us 3 jars of chocolate sauce. There are 3 different flavors. One is German chocolate. One is mint chocolate, actually Irish mint chocolate. And the last one is mocha chocolate. And you get all 3 for $19.97. It's L24221. Jerry, tell us a little bit about what's in your chocolate sauces.
We started out a recipe just taking it out of the cupboard at home like everybody else does, and it came out to a product that the family loved at Christmas time that we brought it to, and they said, start selling it. And I said, well, how do you do that? I started testing. So I asked the family, do you really like it? I told them I would make it, and we'd sell it to them for a price. Well, we sold 400 pints in 2 weeks.
Wow, 400 pints. They must have liked it.
Yes.
Obviously. Now tell some of the different things. Obviously, when you think chocolate sauce, you think this one right here.
Yes.
Boy, can I have this?
Yes, you may.
I was just thinking how I hadn't eaten since lunch. This is obviously used as an ice cream sundae with the chocolate sauce.
Yes.
And here you have an eclair with an ice cream center and some gorgeous chocolate strewn over that. This obviously a chocolate shake?
Yes.
I'm going to try that myself, actually. I give it a thumbs up. Very, very good. What kind was that? Was that the German chocolate?
Yes, that is the German chocolate.
That is delicious. What else? I see you've got some whipped topping here.
Yes, I call it a chocolate mousse. And, you know, you have somebody, President Clinton calls and says he's going to stop in your house at 10 minutes.
Yikes.
We can make this in 4 minutes.
4 minutes, okay.
And we'll pour it into a pie shell, so we'll have a pie in 4 minutes. We wouldn't do that. So you just pour on top of a non-dairy whipped topping. You pour the instant pudding. And then I'll just take one of the toppings right here.
Okay.
Now, I don't have a half-cup measure, so you usually just put a half cup in there.
Okay.
It rolls nice and thick.
Wow, that's nice and thick. Can we heat this up in the microwave, by the way? Take the lid off?
Yes. Take the lid off, heat it up in the microwave as many times as you want, and just stir.
And this really makes like a chocolate mousse, doesn't it?
Yes, it is. And I would call it a chocolate mousse. What I would do is normally I would take a larger container. This is 12 ounce, but I take a 16 ounce container and hold out a quarter of it to put on the top, so it would have a 3 or 4 layer. And it doesn't take long. You just stir it together.
Right. Mix that up. No mixing with a mixer. You can use your hand.
Yes.
I'm going to taste. Okay, while you fill the pie shell. By the way, we've got some people in the audience taking a taste. What do you think? You like it? Good, isn't it? Now, this is the mint chocolate. We're going to go to the phones. It's $19.97. 3 flavored hot fudge sauces, the mint chocolate, mocha chocolate, and German chocolate. That is the best. I love mint chocolate. Okay, good afternoon. You're live on the air with Mary Beth in Minnesota. Who's this, please?
Hello, my name is Rose, and I'm from Avenel, New Jersey.
Hi, Rose. Say hi to everybody in Minnesota.
Oh, hi, Minnesota. Hi. This is great.
Are you getting the chocolate sauces?
Yes, I am.
Do you love chocolate?
I can't eat it, but I'm getting it for my family.
Oh, you're getting it for your family?
Yeah, I can't. No, they don't make sugar-free chocolate sauces yet.
Yeah, I know. They're not sugar-free.
No, I know that.
But the rest of the family will enjoy it.
I'm sure that. Mary Beth, I have been buying an item from every state that you have been to.
Have you really?
Yes, I have.
Thank you. That is really sweet, Rose. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Now, tell me, what do you think will be their favorite kind? The mint chocolate, the German chocolate, or the mocha chocolate?
I think the German chocolate.
The German chocolate.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, it is a favorite.
Well, Rose, thanks. I got to let you go, but thanks so much for shopping with us. It was fun to say hi to you.
And good luck on your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Now, listen, we got Paul over there. I think there's some people eating a lot of chocolate. What do you think?
How is that chocolate?
Oh, it's delicious. I'll marry this man.
Oh.
What's your name?
Jerry, he's already
Jane
taken.
Braun.
And Jane, where are you from?
St. Paul.
I had to talk to Jane, especially with something chocolate, because of the T-shirt she's wearing. Jane, would you show us the T-shirt here? Jane takes chocolate from strangers. We just want to let everybody see that shirt. And you did today.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jane.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Oh, that's cute. That is great. She takes chocolate from the stranger. One of the things we wanted to tell you, coming in your kit with the set of 3 chocolates is also several recipes, right?
Yes, we have 10 recipes that come with it, including the malt, the sundaes. We have the pie recipe that I just made here.
I see brownies on here.
Yes, the brownies didn't last at our house either.
And
so
that's the way it always goes. Fruit dip, let's turn it over, see what else. Dream pie, which is what you just made, the puffs, the frosting. Hot fudge black cow float. This is ice cream, hot fudge, and a bottle of root beer.
Yes.
Sounds pretty good.
Would you like one?
I would love one. Will you make one? That'd be great.
As if I wasn't prepared.
Exactly. Well, he must have known I didn't know what a black cow float was.
Well,
I love root beer, though.
It's going to have quite a high amount of, what we call it, foam on the top.
Foam, yeah. I don't mind foam.
Then we will stir in just a little bit of the hot fudge right on the top.
Ooh.
And
I like
you
that.
can keep adding it as you would like.
Yeah.
And for whatever you would like, and just stir in, get some ice cream, and...
Ooh, that's going to be great. One thing I wanted you to tell everybody, what's in the mocha chocolate?
It's called Caribbean mocha, and we call it Caribbean because it has more of a coconut flavor than the mocha. But it has both flavors in it. And we call the mint an Irish mint, and that's because I'm German-Irish, so that's the reason why we have German chocolate and Irish mint.
I'll tell you, that is so good. Stay on the line. It's $19.97. The item number is L24221. Set of 3 flavored hot fudge sauces. Tell you, this time of year when you got a lot of ice cream around, it's going to be a great topping. Uncle Jerry, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Speaking of chocolate, we have the chocolate dipped gourmet cheesecakes. Over 1,100 of these have been ordered, $27.75. Over only 300 of these cheesecakes remain. So if you want one, you've got to call now. It's L24210. Also, I got to tell you, this is going to be a great item to have. It is really a Minnesota product. You've got the wild rice and 19 bean soup mixes, a big canister of wild rice, a big canister of beans, 19 different types of beans. You can make the best bean soup. It's $18.25, L241.77. We'll be right back from Minnesota.
Do you recognize names like Bob Johnson? Herb Brooks? Do you still remember the impossible dream? If so, then you simply have to visit Eveleth. Eveleth, Minnesota, home of the United States Hockey Hall of Fame. Here is documented the history and development of the game in America, with exhibits highlighting the amateur and collegiate ranks, the great moments in American Olympic hockey, including the gold medal teams of 1960 and the impossible dream team of 1980, and America's best professional players and coaches. It's a place for sports scholars, for practitioners, and for just plain fans. The United States Hockey Hall of Fame in Eveleth on Hat Trick Avenue.
Hello, everybody. We appreciate your being here. Please welcome from the city of Minnetonka, Vic Hauser. Hello, Vic.
Hey, how you doing, Rick?
Nice to have you with us.
Great.
Ingenious product Vic has come up with. If you happen to be a big fan of bingo, of craps, of keno, of roulette, or maybe you're just learning these games, or maybe you've got a husband who's lost his shorts gambling and you need to keep him home for a while, then we've got an idea that you can use right in your own home. It is interactive, and it works right on your VCR, Vic, does it not?
That's right. The games are called pause and play games, and the name is because what you do with your VCR is you pause it and you play it. And we'll take a look here. I know the studio audience won't be able to see this, but at home, what I'm doing here now, the tape is playing, and we're looking at craps. When I pause it, we will see an image. Boom. Just rolled snake eyes, or 12.
Boxcars.
Boxcars.
Hey.
I know my dice. It's playing again. The shooter has the dice in craps. With our game, the shooter has the remote control. So when it's your turn to shoot, you pause, just roll the 9.
Now, the way this works is, what you've done is, basically, because you work for a video production company in video animation, do you not?
That's right.
And our tables are just flying off here.
All the product just off the table, but...
That's okay. But what happens is you've got 30 frames per second. In other words, if you were doing any kind of animation and watching an eagle fly in a cartoon, you would draw 30 different drawings, 30 different frames per second.
That's right.
So there's no chance of you ever getting the same one twice in a combination of a game.
That's right. You cannot ever predict where it's going to stop. It's just literally impossible. And that's why we have the patent on this game. It's random generation of data, non-logic based. Now, that's how we play craps.
Right. Before you go to the next game, let's tell everybody exactly what they're going to get with this kit. Why don't you just go through what they're going to get? They're going to get craps. We saw that. They're also going to get a separate video for roulette, are they not?
They'll get a separate video for all of the 5 games. There's slots, keno, bingo, roulette, and craps. Also included is the betting board for roulette.
Okay.
And for craps.
It's right on the other side.
Right on the other side. We have bingo cards. There's 50 bingo cards.
So you can play lots of games of bingo.
Yeah, and these games play a lot like... you also get rules for all of the games, and most people are intimidated by craps. We have complete rules on the tape of how to play craps, so people can learn, because most people are intimidated. Should we go to another game now, like roulette?
Chips that come right along with this. This is only $35.27. Yeah, let's go to another game, and maybe you can explain in a little more detail. Now, he mentioned instructions. So if you are someone who's brand new to craps, for example, and maybe you're just going to the casino in Las Vegas, Atlantic City, or they happen to have casinos here in Minnesota, don't they? Hey, they got lots of them here. And maybe you want to practice up or learn a little bit. It's a nice way to do it, isn't it?
That's right. Unfortunately, here in Minnesota, they do not have roulette. But I think we just lost some power on our monitor here.
Well, therefore, you've got the opportunity to play the game right in the privacy of your own home. Very simple to do. All you do is you press play, and it's going to start the wheel turning, or it's going to start the game from going. The dice will then roll, or the ball will go around in terms of roulette. And once you press pause, it's then going to stop.
That's right. Let's put the bingo tape in here and see if we can get this one to play. Our monitor seems to be heating up here.
Dick, are you saying that we're on live television? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying we're on live television. This would never happen if this were a pre-produced spot.
L24204.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. We've actually got a picture again.
Cool.
So let's get it all the way up to bingo here.
We're back.
All right. Now, bingo, of course, is our largest selling game because it's a family game.
Right.
And everybody can play bingo no matter what age you are. And here we see the bingo.
So it's flashing back and forth, again, 30 frames per second.
As soon as we pause it, I-18, mark your card.
The cards come right with this game?
Cards come right with it.
It's really a nice value because it's a little over $7 a game. Let's play a few times.
Okay,
now let's, got a nice shot
now
on
I've played the VCR again. Now I'm going to pause my VCR. When I pause it, G60, mark your card. It's that simple.
Doesn't cost you any money. You're not losing any money once you get this. You can play it again and again. Do it in the privacy of your own home. Let's go to the phones. How are you live in the air with Vic Hauser and Rick? Who's this?
Hi, this is Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. How are you today?
Pretty darn good.
Where are you calling from, Margaret?
Massachusetts.
Welcome. Are you a gambling lady?
Oh,
Want to play?
Definitely.
Are you?
Yep.
What's your favorite game?
Craps.
You like to play craps?
Yep.
What do you think you're going to like about this particular set?
Well, I never know when to bet, and the different types of betting. So.
Okay.
Oh, we have the perfect solution for you because
craps can be an intimidating game.
Very intimidating game. And on the end of the craps tape, we have instructions on how to play the game. A 15-minute dissertation on how to place every bet, what the payoffs are, etc.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really nice because you can play this again and again. In other words, if someone were to just tell you, if you go into Vegas and you go to a crap table, the last thing you want to do is ask the guy, well, how do you play the game?
Exactly. Exactly. You want to walk in there like you own the place, start shooting the dice and play some craps because it is the most exciting game. Hey, we finally got roulette working again here.
Margaret, we appreciate your call.
Okay.
Okay, have a great day. Thanks for shopping with us.
Now here's
Minnesota looks beautiful.
Minnesota is beautiful. Want to say hello to everybody?
All right.
It's unbelievable. The sun's going down, and the weather's changing. If you don't like the weather in Minnesota, just wait for a while. It'll change. It's just crazy.
Here's roulette.
Take care.
Now, when we played the roulette wheel, the ball is rolling around just like it would in Vegas. Now, when I pause it, red 3 is the number we've just stopped on here, and we would have placed our bets on the roulette. And of course, all the rules are with roulette, so you can learn how to place every bet.
And again, when it comes to roulette, because you've got 30 frames a second again, here's repeating that you're never going to be able to figure this game out. In other words.
As a matter of fact, where we see the black 10 right here, when we pause it and play it again, even if you could pause your VCR on that same spot, now it's a 15. So you can never predict it.
We appreciate your being here. Thank you very much. $35.27. Please stay on the line for L24204, your set of 5 interactive video games. Still available is the Old World St. Nicholas 32-inch doll. This is $229. L24474. And coming up a little bit later in the show, people already dialing in for the Happy Feet odor control system. I'm getting this one myself. $12.88, L24131.
The jackpot grows, the tension mounts, and then someone wins $5,000 or much, much more. It could happen to you in our new Lucky Number Jackpot Sweepstakes. It's the first jackpot game we've played, and your chances of matching our lucky number are doubled. Watch for more details when our Lucky Number Jackpot Sweepstakes begins on August 1st.
Give your bedroom a complete makeover when we introduce the brand new Chanticleer Bed Ensemble by Dan River this Thursday morning in the linen closet. Your set includes a reversible comforter, top sheet, fitted sheet, pillowcases, shams, and a bed skirt. The vibrant Chanticleer pattern features large peonies in shades of rose, burgundy, peach, and 3 different shades of green, the most popular home furnishing color against a soft ivory background. The ensemble is completely machine washable, and it's available in your choice of sizes, twin through king, for introductory prices ranging $66 to $104. Give your bedroom the look you've always wanted when Jill Bauer premieres the Chanticleer Complete Bed Ensemble, H17354, this Thursday during 2 hours of the Linen Closet at 10 a.m. Eastern, here on QVC. Crinkled and textured, crisp and light, and altogether wearable. QVC's fashion formulas for spring and summer '95 is a breath of fresh air for the modern wardrobe. Versatile, affordable, and very wearable. This season's fashion formulas are inspired by resort dressing of the 50s and redefined for the active woman of the 90s. Don't miss our next 2-hour edition of Fashion Formulas, featuring colorful splash print designs this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Fashion Formulas for every woman, every day, and only on QVC.
Welcome back to QVC's Quest for America's Best. We're live in Minnesota. Thanks for watching QVC tonight all around the country. We appreciate it. I'm Mary Beth Rowe. Rick Dohmeyer's also joining us this evening. And the next one we're going to show you, we're going to be talking to Dr. George Collis and Betty Jo Arnett from Minneapolis. Let's give them a warm welcome. Now, Dr. Collis is a dentist, and you developed this brand new toothbrush that is, when I first saw it, I thought, this is the weirdest toothbrush I've ever seen. And I'll tell you what, though, you guys sent me some ahead of time so that my family could try it, and we love it. I mean, we're all using it, Corey, Eric, Mark, and me. And this actually has a curved bristle. How did that come about?
Well, you know, I'm a dentist for many years, and my patients always told me how hard it was to brush their teeth. And they were right. It was very hard because the teeth are curved, and the bristles that they use were straight. And all the dental instruments that we have to clean teeth are curved. So I thought if we made curved bristles instead of straight bristles, they could get in between their teeth and clean along the gum line.
And get down to the gums, like you say.
Yes.
Exactly, because it's kind of weird that all your tools that are always in your office are curved, and yet what we're using is straight.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, and I felt a little bit guilty for telling them to try to brush their teeth with an instrument that wasn't as good as the ones that we use.
Yes, so you developed this toothbrush.
Yes, I went to the toothbrush companies and I told them that I thought they better have a curved bristle.
You actually created like the first prototype out of fishing line, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And I,
did it started?
Well, what happened, I just took some fishing line and I luted the top with the hot spatula, and then I cut the bottom, and then I wound up with a curved bristle, and we used that at first to experiment.
It's really an interesting look. Now, Betty Jo, you're a dental hygienist.
Yes, I'm Dr. Collis' hygienist.
And so you're going to show us how to use this with a set of teeth. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay, well, the first thing I always like to tell people, because the brush is so unusual, they say, well, how do I put the toothpaste on?
Yeah.
You put the toothpaste on the top just like you would any ordinary brush. And then you close your teeth together, and you want to do a circular scrub to distribute the paste all over the teeth. And then you open, and this is the neat part about this brush. You're going to place the toothbrush onto the teeth, and you do so by putting it on at the corner tooth. This is the easiest spot to get on. And you go right over the tops. The toothbrush will actually hug the teeth and hold right on.
Right.
And then in a simple back and forth stroke, you're brushing all sides of the teeth at one time. This is the most effective way to remove plaque, is a short back and forth stroke.
Plus, I find I can get closer to the back teeth than I could with a regular toothbrush.
Yes, you can. And the nice thing about this, you don't have to be in here like this, struggling by your tongue, and that gags a lot of people. So many times people will miss this area altogether, and it causes a lot of problems for them, both in decay and in gum disease. This toothbrush really forces you to brush correctly every time you brush.
Now, I noticed you've got braces right here. This works for people with braces and our kids and things?
Yes, it's wonderful for braces. It goes right over the tops of the braces, and you do your short back and forth stroke, going to all four quadrants of your mouth. Then you come back and take the toothbrush off track, and you wiggle, turn it to its side, and then wiggle it. The bristles will automatically come up in between the arch wires to remove food particles.
Right.
I actually use this toothbrush in the office when someone comes in with braces. The tools that we have really are not good enough to clean under the braces. So I use the toothbrush to finish my job, to make it complete.
Tell me, just do you have like some results? I mean, somebody came in and they just had, you know, bad plaque or whatever, and then they started using the toothbrush. What have you found?
Well, because I work on Dr. Collis' patients and they've been using the brush for years, I have that experience, but also in other offices that I work in, Dr. Collis travels a lot, and so I get a chance to see other people. We have actually had people come at the fair and tell us, they come back every year to buy their brushes and tell us stories about how they were going to have gum surgery, and they started using the brush, and it shrunk the gums back or shrunk down the pockets. And I personally did a patient about 6 months ago. She had, in this front area, she had 7-millimeter pockets. Now, 3 or less is considered normal. And we cleaned her teeth. She hadn't been to the dentist for many years. We cleaned her teeth, and then I started her using the Collis Curve. She came back for her 3-month appointment, and the pockets had shrunk from a 7 to a 3.
Wow, that's amazing.
So
that's excellent. Now, one of the things I want to tell you is you're going to get 4 toothbrushes. They come in the little tubes. You're going to get 2 that are actually what we call medium soft, bristles, and then 2 that are super soft bristles. But you're going to get 4 of these. They are really what we call basically adult size, but we will say down a child of about age 8 and on up can use these toothbrushes. You're going to get all 4 for $10.24. Believe me, if it cuts down on a lot of the dental bills and the dental work that you have to get, it really is worth it. L24128. We're going to go to the phone, see who's calling in. Good evening. You're live on the air with Mary Beth here in Minnesota. Who's this, please?
Hey, this is Mike from Buffalo, New York.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. What
How
are you shopping? Great. What are you shopping for tonight?
Well, I bought those toothbrushes about 10 years ago. I had upper and lower gingivitis, the whole mouth, and I don't recommend it for anybody. It's very painful. You sit in a chair for about 4 hours while they just cut you, and not much. And then your gums still remain sensitive for the rest of your life. And I bought so many different toothbrushes, it's unbelievable. I'd like to try them. I floss and I do little brushes between my teeth because I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Some people just have to work extra hard to keep their teeth clean, and this will certainly help someone like Mike.
Mike, I'm so glad you were watching tonight. I hope you love the toothbrushes when you get them home.
Yeah, and that's the first time I've ever talked, and I'm glad it's you because you're a wonderful lady.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You take care now and have a good evening.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I want to, first of all, say thank you to Dr. Collins.
Oh, you're welcome.
And also to Betty Jo Arnett. Thanks so much. Great toothbrushes. You get 4, 2 super soft, 2 medium soft, all for $10.24. We also have the set of 3 flavored hot fudge sauces, $19.97. L24221, you're going to get German chocolate, mint chocolate, and mocha chocolate. We also have the set of 5 interactive video casino games, $35.25. You put the videotape in, the VCR, and you can play your favorite games. L24204.
Well, we figured it was about time to go visiting in the audience again here in Minneapolis. What's your name, please?
Phyllis Domeyer.
Wait a minute. Phyllis, what's your last name?
Domeyer.
Phyllis Dolmeyer.
Is that familiar?
Yes, sounds very familiar.
Does it? Oh.
Why is that?
I can't imagine. Do you suppose it's because of Rick?
It might be. Are you any relation to Rick?
Yes. I'm his mommy.
Yeah! Oh, look at that. It's our boy Rick's mom. Thank you, Phyllis, for being here with us today. Is there anything terribly embarrassing that you'd like to tell us about Rick?
No. Well, he's never embarrassed me in his life, but...
It's a wonderful mother who'll lie for you, Rick. Thanks for being here, Phyllis.
He was worried.
And he has a lot to be worried about.
Lots of T-shirts for Mom.
Thank you again, Phyllis.
Lots of stuff. Anything you want, Mom.
Let's take it back to the stage. And, Rick, you better take over while you still got something to say.
Exactly. Whew. Love you, Mom. Hey, please, as we move this show along, please welcome our next guest, Dan Barberg from Cokato, Minnesota. Hello, sir.
Hey,
how are you?
Glad to be here.
If you happen to have problems with tangled electrical cords, especially, for example, Christmas tree lights on the inside or outside, and you're storing them, put them in the box and they get all tangled up. It takes you an hour and a half to untangle them, and then the bulbs are broken. Or what about electrical cords, hoses, you name it? We've got a product here that's going to eliminate that problem. It's called the Real-A-Pail Cord Storage Unit. Why don't you tell us exactly, first of all, how this thing works?
Okay, what we've got here is we've got a truly unique multi-purpose reel system that'll work for electric cords, air hose, Christmas tree lights, water ski rope,
anchor rope,
safety rope,
fencing wire. Let's show everybody how it works.
Okay.
Crank this thing up.
All right. What we've got is there's the part on the top we call here the wrap pins.
Okay.
Basically, you can take the wrap pins and take your cord. You can wrap your cord up on the top. You got a tail, a working tail. You can load it either way. You can put the male end of the top or the female end of the top. It's got a nice big opening right here where you can take and mount
great for different size
Different
cords.
size cords. You can hold that there. And here's an example of how this cord is set in right here.
Okay.
This has got a 50-foot 12-3 triplex cord on it. It's an industrial product. You can load the cord by just pushing it right through. You line up these slots. You push the cord through, put it through this opening and hook it in. You can also leave a tail on that end, too.
Well, let's take it out. Let's see what happens when you take that thing out. When you reel it up and you reel it out. Nice handle on it. There you go.
Basically, what you do with this is you walk with this unit, walk with it right to where you're working. Okay? Once you get to where you're working, you've got a plug-in station right here.
Now you got the plug-in station right on the one side, and you've got all the cord.
Right.
All right?
There's a couple of different ways that you can wrap this thing up. What makes this thing really unique, now I got to do this off the floor. I don't know if you're going to see, the audience is going to see it. But anyway, you get down on the floor.
We got a shot.
You put your foot on the foot plate opposite the opening. You guide with one hand. You wrap with the other. This is what makes it so unique. You're not fighting the weight of that cord.
The thing is, this is also going to prolong the life of the cord itself.
Exactly. Yeah, it's an excellent way to transport your cord, protect it, help you even avoid a little bit of OSHA fines if you're a construction
Look how
person.
easy that is.
When you're done with it, you can take and hang it on the wall. There's a little hanger over here that simulates a wall hanger. There's a couple of lag bolts on it. You can even dispense it off of the wall.
Can we get a shot over here? Yeah. So this is one of the ways that you can mount this. Yeah. This can either be portable, or if you've got this in the garage, for example. And again, same kind of design. You take it absolutely anywhere you want. Right. It's going to prolong the life. Now, what about, this would be also great for cleaning any of your hoses, because you have it right there. How would you do that?
Well, what you do, particularly when you operate it off of the ground, you would take and put a rag over the cord or the hose, and just hold it on there and wrap it in with a rag over it. Whoops, you got a little bit in the way there. Here we go. There it is, all neatly contained. When you want to go with it, take it off the wall and run. You can either use it in the garage or take it out on a mobile site.
It's going to save you time, mounts very, very easily. How'd you come up with this idea?
I was building a toolbox for a friend of mine who had bought a brand new Suburban. And in his with all of his tools, he was using the bucket boss system, which uses pails. They got the canvas hangers, and I built everything to accommodate pails. When we got to the cords, I said, how are we going to handle them blasted cords?
Right.
I said, aha, pails.
Them blasted cords.
Yeah. Half an hour later, I had a working prototype and a sleepless night afterwards.
Okay. Now, here's an example of those Christmas tree lights. Let's talk about space. How much you can put in, for example, when it comes to Christmas tree lights.
Okay, this has got about 250 feet of Christmas tree lights on here.
So that's everything you need outside.
Can you imagine how much blue air that's going to save?
Exactly. Absolutely right. You're decorating outside, Christmas in July here. You want to do some shopping. This is a nice way to do it. Here you see, obviously, some different types of ropes, different types of cords.
You can use, like this one here, for the boat owner or the water ski enthusiast. It's a fantastic way to take and contain and transport and dispense your water ski rope.
Going to help maintain a clean, orderly job, whether you're at work, you're at home. What about cleaning this unit?
It's designed so you can take this unit apart.
Here you go.
Here you go. You can see right here. You can take the unit apart.
All right.
You can take and wipe it out. If you get a little grit and dirt on the inside, just wipe it out on the inside. We recommend putting a little squirt Armor All in there for lubricant. When you're done, put it back together.
Great for contractors, electricians, plumbers. This would be excellent for. This would also be great for musicians.
Oh, musicians, fantastic. Communication people, all the cords you got around you, all kinds of problems we could solve for you here with the Reel-A-Pail.
Not a problem here. For $35.27, it's L24258. That's the item number. Dan Barberg from Cokato, Minnesota. We really appreciate your being here, sir.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I've been walking in the crowd, and people have been asking me about this product. It's a 22 CD storage cube system. Over 2,200 people have ordered L24244. $11.76. Only a couple of the chocolate dipped gourmet cheesecake. This is a very limited item.
I'll take one.
And Mr. Kelly's taking another one for himself and his father. $27.75 is the price. L24210.
forget, Diamonique Week continues this Thursday on QVC. Step into the linen closet at 10 a.m. Eastern for 2 hours of refreshing sheet sets, comforters, pillows, and more. Beauty innovations, new body sculpting system, and nighttime intensive treatment are just a sampling of a variety of products and programs QVC has to offer in the QVC Sampler at 1 p.m. Eastern. Our 365-day countdown begins in the 1996 Olympic Summer Games Showcase at 6 p.m. Eastern. Look for 2 hours of officially licensed apparel and some unique collectibles exclusive to QVC. Round out your day with our Diamonique Week edition, 2 hours of Rings by Diamonique at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's a full day of great shopping Thursday on QVC.
One of the best parts of doing this show from Minnesota is that I get to come back home and see my family and friends that I don't get a chance to see very often. So I wanted to introduce you to a few. These are two of my nieces. This is Eva and Hannah, a couple of gals I remember as babies, and now all of a sudden they're in high school. And we have my mom, Lois Larson. This is the newest of the clan down here. This is little Lexi. She's only 4 months old. And, of course, wouldn't you know it, my brother got the girl, and I'm going to have all the boys. And this is my brother's wife, Dara. And this is my dad, Irving Larson, and two of my very best friends, Sherry and Dave McIver. And Sherry and she knows more about me than probably anybody, and could blackmail me because we grew up as best friends. And well, we won't give her a microphone because we don't want her to tell any of those stories. But I got to tell you, you know how I always say I'm Norwegian and Swedish. I want to let you know that everybody in Minnesota knows what Ole and Sven jokes are all about. And I don't know anybody better than my dad to tell an Ole and Sven joke. So I'm going to let him tell one. Keep it clean, Dad.
Okay, Sven says to Ole, he said, Ole, you got to be more careful. He said, I walked by your house last night. I looked in the window, and I saw you kissing your wife. And Ole said, no, Sven. He said, the joke's on you. He said, I wasn't home last night.
I love it. Well, I'll tell you what, I just want to thank my family and friends for coming down and joining me here in the Twin Cities. And now we're going to go back to Rick up on stage.
And we are glad to announce another sold-out product here. The toothbrushes are now gone. Congratulations. All right. You know, we could not do a show from Minnesota if we didn't talk about fishing. Anybody know anybody, or is a fisherman out here in the audience? Everybody at one time or another has fished in Minnesota. But what a lot of people may or may not realize is that fishing is a worldwide sport. And our next guest, Mick Thill, is a world champion fisherman. Please welcome him, 9-time national champion, 5-time world champion. And you have got a product here that is truly revolutionary, and there's so much to show you. What we are talking about basically here is what? Is floats.
It's a system which will allow you to get to fish in shallow water, deep water. You can fish at night. There's a complete system. The videotape shows you exactly how to use each different float. The little ones are for shallow water. These guys are for fishing in deep water. These guys are for walleye. These guys are for walleye. You can use these for ice fishing. It's a complete kit. But the video, Rick, explains everything. And it's 60 minutes. And the most exciting thing in the end is you see me catch 10 fish in 60 seconds. And when people who don't catch fish regularly see that, they go crazy.
We're talking about a set for beginners, for intermediates, for advanced
Right, there's
fishermen.
something for everybody.
Absolutely, and you're getting so much. You know, you used an analogy when we met yesterday. It was golfing analogy.
Right.
That you use different clubs for different situations that you might be in. You're not going to use a 9-iron when you're on the green, for example. And these floaters are used for those various situations. Now, within the video that you're getting, you're explaining in detail how all of the products work. Let's look once again at what you're getting. Maybe you could just take a second on each set.
Well, we'll start in the shallow water. These guys are called mini shy bites. These can be used in ice fishing or summer fishing for bedding bluegills. The mini stealths are slip floats. You can use these summer and winter whenever fish are in very shallow water. These guys are for shallow water when it's windy, Rick. And these are for long rods. These guys are used for pole fishing. This is the most sensitive crappie, these two are the most sensitive crappie bluegill floats in North America. And these are used for deep water for catfish, walleyes. And this is our special new split shot. We've only just got this. It's pure lead. It's center cut. It's the best split shot in the world. It doesn't damage the line.
All right.
These are the swivel attachments that allow you to interchange every float. This is the most important thing to the whole system. It's a plummet, which tells you the depth.
We're going to show you a little bit in just a second on how this system works, okay?
Yeah, and these are the silicone attachments. These are the float stops, and this is the siloom. The brochure gives you breakdown again on which floats and how to use them.
You're a world champion fisherman, 9-time national champion fisherman. Fishing is your passion. It's what you do for a living. You will really care about it. What about this system works as opposed to, for example, bobbers?
Well, bobbers don't work. I mean, what I've got right here is a perfect bobber, and it's a broken one. These things don't catch fish. These are obsolete. No fish. The key to fishing, Rick, is that fish feed 90% of the time by sucking a bait in.
All right.
It's very rare fish are aggressive enough to hit a bait. So you have to have a float that is aerodynamic and sensitive.
We're talking about river fishing here. We're talking about lake fishing.
Still water and river fishing.
We're talking about on the shore on a boat.
Oh, this system can be used from the boat or from the shore equally.
Okay.
But you see, this is a classic old bobber. This is a real comedy. These two guys, no fish could suck them under, and if they did, even if they grabbed them and swam off with them, they would feel the resistance and they let go.
Okay, now let's go over to this demonstration. Maybe you
Sure.
can explain visually what we've got going here and why this works. Let's talk about a couple of things. Depth, how simply it goes into the water, how easily it is, and how easily it goes in, and then we'll talk about wind. Okay?
Right, that was one of the things that I know you liked most yesterday.
Yeah.
What I've got here is this is a little mini shy bite. This float is used for shallow water, and I balance this so that when I tap it, you see how slowly it comes back? There is no buoyancy in it. So when a shy biting fish sucks on your bait, which it does most of the time, it doesn't feel anything, so it hangs on longer, and it can suck it in.
Therefore, you've got the opportunity to get the shy biting fish. If the fish isn't a shy biting fish, it doesn't matter what you've got.
You wouldn't see a shy bite on a bobber.
Exactly.
And this float is a waggler. This one's attached at the bottom, and this guy is used to defeat the wind. There isn't a float in North America before this came in that you could fish in heavy wind. With this guy, you cast past where you want to fish from the boat or the shore, put your rod below the water, wind in, the float dives down, and then your line is sunk below the surface, so it's not affected by the wind. A conventional bobber just gets blown around.
What happens if you don't have that?
Well, it just gets blown around in the wind. A conventional bobber doesn't work. You can't catch fish in heavy wind. Now you can.
It's the fishing accessory float assortment, $24.11, L24129. What else do you want to talk about? Some of the better features, maybe if you're just starting out fishing.
Well, the most important thing with starting fishing is you have to catch fish. And as I said, in the videotape, there are several sequences. The best sequence I did a program for a television show in the Midwest. I caught 10 little bluegills in 60 seconds. And when people see that, they can't believe it.
What about night fishing?
It's perfect. Right here in this little, in this packet, there's a siloom, and there's a silicone tube that fits on top of every one of these floats. And you just put it on, put the siloom in, and it glows bright for 7 hours, and you can't beat that.
Mick Phil, this is an item that we could spend an entire hour on. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time.
The
well over
video's an
300
hour.
people have now dialed in for L24129. It is the fishing accessory float assortment, $24.11. Thank you, sir, for being here.
My pleasure.
World champion fisherman Mick Phil. Still available is, for all you fishermen, the bait bucket and smart bobber fishing set. That's coming up in a little bit. $24.83. It's L2412132. And we also have your set of 5 interactive video casino games. Only 5 dozen of these remain. Thanks again to Bick Hauser for being here. $35.27. If you've just tuned into QVC, we're coming to you live from Minneapolis, Minnesota, where they celebrate the largest celebration of the year, the Aquatennial.
And of course, Aquatennial stands for water, celebration of water. And of course, we're the land of 10,000 lakes, although I heard lately it was over 15,000, maybe even closer to 20. But anyway, gorgeous lakes, and we're just glad to be here. Joining me right now is Sharon DiCarlo from St. Paul, Minnesota, the state capital of our state. Let's welcome her. Hi, how are you? Good. Welcome to QVC.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I tell you honestly, ironing is not one of my favorite pastimes.
No,
There's no
it's not.
I don't know too many people who think it's a great pastime. But a lot of times we have our clothes that need to be ironed, and then the ironed clothes that we hang on doorknobs and any little, you know, thing that's sticking out. You brought to us kind of like a little caddy that can hook onto our ironing boards, and I wanted to just have you show me how this hooks on.
It's real simple. This is it right here. It just has a little curve where you stick it on the end of your ironing board.
And it's angled in such a way that the gravity holds it on, basically.
Definitely.
So you just hook this on. You've got a bar right here, and it comes up into a plate. On this plate, you can put the things that you want to iron, or no, I'm going to take some of these clothes here. We'll just show everybody how you can just load up these things, put them on top of here. Jeans, shorts, shirts, anything like that. And then if you look under here, there's a little bar. And that bar is where you can hang the things that you have ironed. And so we can kind of load that up as well. You want to hang those up?
Yeah, we can store the hangers right now.
And they just hook underneath. Whether they're plastic hangers or metal hangers or whatever you have. And how much weight will this hold up to?
It will hold up to 13 pounds is what we recommend.
13, 14 pounds? Okay,
and
I'll hang those up.
Actually, it can go, we've had winter coats, we've weighed it down. I mean, this is something that is really, really sturdy.
Strong and sturdy. That's good to know. Now, this is priced at only $12.59. It's L24067. You know, a lot of times we hang up things on those doorknobs and whatnot, and, you know, really we're wrecking the doorknobs. We're not doing that any favor. And with these larger hangers nowadays, where they are plastic, a lot of times what happens is you can only get 2 hangers on a doorknob, and then you're, you know, then you got to go walk from room to room to hang up the stuff.
Definitely.
Well, you know, the thing about this is that a lot of times we don't have a lot of space in our laundry rooms, and this is really helping with the space, right?
Definitely. I love it. It's something that I have been working on for 20-plus years.
Yeah, I was going to say, this must have come out of necessity, right?
I was just tired of hanging it either over a couch, on doorknobs, or grabbing one of my kids as they're running by. Say, here, take this, you know, get it
And then
up.
you're never sure if it got to the closet in the same condition you left it.
Definitely. So
how did you come up with this whole idea? You just kind of dreamed it up, or, I mean, obviously took some prototypes back and forth?
It did. I wanted a shelf. I wanted something to hang the hangers, and I just didn't know how to do it right. And so I asked my brother about it, and we had, I don't know how many sketches, and finally he had this baby born, and that's what happened.
That's the next thing.
And by the way, this was all done not by machines, but by hand, by friends, relatives.
In your home, basically. I got to tell you, this gal, Sharon, she was telling me, too, how literally her friends and relatives helped her do this, taking the piece of steel, heating it up enough to bend it on this curve here, and literally put the little rubber stoppers on here to help hold it on your ironing board, literally hand assembling all of the nuts and bolts and the plate that holds the clothes at the top and all of that. It really is a labor of love, and for $12.59, no matter what kind of ironing you're doing, just a little bit or a lot. I mean, a lot of times we just iron the outfit we're going to wear that day, or our husband's shirts, a couple of shirts so we can get them through the next traveling period. This is going to be the answer. Whether you iron in a laundry room or in your bedroom, you just hook this on, and then when you're done with it, it actually folds up. This whole plate can unlock, and it actually folds down pretty much flat so that it's easy to store, like in a linen closet if you'd like.
Right with your ironing board, actually, and that's where that curved hook underneath. It's so easy just to hook it right on there.
Exactly. You know, this is a great gift idea to give your mom. You know, those of you kids out there, you don't know what to get mom for Christmas. I mean, it's not too
and dads,
early.
By the way.
Dads, too, who are doing a lot of ironing out there with two-income families. It's only $12.59 to give someone something that's much easier. If you have someone who comes in your home and helps you out with your laundry or with your cleaning, this is a nice thing to just, you know, say, hey, I got this for you because I thought it would make life a little bit easier. Plus, just to be able to put the things up here that haven't been ironed rather than laying them on the top of the dryer or the washer. We're going to wrap up on it. Over 500 orders have been placed. It's L24067, priced at $12.59. Give us a call. We'll get it out to you right away. It'll make your ironing easier, and you'll be glad. Here's a couple other things that are still available. First of all, we have a sold-out sign on the interactive video games. Those are gone. L24204, $35. And still available are the set of 3 flavored hot fudge sauces, $19.97, L24221.
While scanning the crowd, we here at the QVC Local recognized that world-famous group of desperados, international desperados, the Johnson Gang. They're all here. What's your name, please?
Karen.
And yours?
Ellen.
And yours, sir?
Ryan.
And what's your name?
My name's Chris.
And yours, sir?
Skip.
And what's this one?
What's your name?
J.C.
J.C.
And who are you, ma'am?
I'm Mom.
Yes, you are. And in a very real way, this mom is the mother of the QVC Local, and we thank you for that. And the reason why is this guy right here. This is my friend, Mr. Eric Johnson, the son of Mom. And Eric is one of our engineers, and he is the guy who designed and built the QVC Local. And without him, we wouldn't be doing this. Wow. So we wanted you to meet Eric and the rest of them. The Johnson Gang. They are desperados. Let's go back to the stage.
We've only got about 45 minutes left of our show. How are we doing? Are we going to hang in there yet? We appreciate your staying with us. And please welcome, here's a Minnesota name, Mike Miller from Edina, Minnesota. Hello, sir. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. This is a product that is just going to fly out of here. It's an ingenious invention, and there's 2 problems that people have when they're weeding their gardens. Number 1 is hurting their back. They're bending over. They're getting on their knees. It's miserable. And the other thing is that when they're weeding their garden, a lot of times they'll leave the root down under. The weed's going to come back,
right?
And they got to do the whole process over again.
Yeah, if you don't get that root, you haven't gotten the weed. This is a way to just get that whole root under the ground, grab the weed by its root, pull it up, and you never have to bend over to do it.
Let's look at this product. Just explain basically how this works. It's called the Weed Hound Gardening Tool. What do we got going here?
Okay, it's got 6 little tines that go into the ground and grab. Can you get a? Yeah, you can see that.
Look at this.
They go down into the ground and grab the root and lock on.
So it's going to go underneath the ground, grab the root, and come back up. Very, very easy to use. It's only $18.56. Gardening is the #1 leisure activity in the United States right now, is it not?
Absolutely, and growing like crazy.
And growing like crazy, no pun intended,
yeah,
that big guy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, let's start working here. What are you going to do?
Okay, I'm going to show you how easy it is to pull up any weed. Here we've got a dandelion here, and we just pulled this sod out of a local park here. I'm just going to put it over the center of the weed like this.
All right.
I'm going to step, give it a little turn, pull it up, and clear it out.
And what you did was you got down low enough so that you could get the entire
You get that entire, you get that plug out of there, pull it up, away you go. Clear it out.
Once again, now you didn't have to bend over. What are you doing on top here?
I'm clearing it. That's how I clear out the weed. That's why I never have to bend over to do it. Should we show a couple more?
Absolutely. Let's just keep showing this.
All
and
right.
you'll see how deep this goes, how easy this is to use. One step down, no bending over,
there you
pops it up.
It gets the root right out of there. Look at that.
What's the old-fashioned way of doing this?
Remember that? Getting down with that little digger
That's what
on
you
the
have to do.
down in
Dig
your
all
hands
the
and
way
knees.
in.
You try and you snap off that root. Can we get a close-up of the root?
Here
there
we got another shot of a buddy of yours
Look at
who's
that,
doing the
out
real
there.
deal now. He's off to the side just so you don't think there's any kind of
yeah, it's not so it's,
tricks
it's
going
not
on here.
staged.
Honest people in
There you go.
Minnesota, we
Clear
want
right
to show
out.
you how you're really using the Weed Hound gardening tool. The item number is L24066. Couple things about this. Lifetime warranty.
Lifetime warranty.
Solid steel.
Solid steel made in the USA. It's powder coated so it won't rust. And again, we've built it with this lifetime warranty with the understanding that if you went out and bought chemicals, not only is there the danger, but the expensive chemicals, you're going to do that year in and year out, and you're going to go to the trouble of either hosing down the yard and lugging out the hose, or you're going to spend a half an hour reading the back of the bottle.
Well, not only that, but a lot of people are also really, really concerned about pesticides. They're concerned about pesticides for themselves and for their family.
The family, the dog.
You said something yesterday about if a family does use pesticides, there's an increased risk of some real damage that can be done to themselves and their family, including cancer.
Right.
Don't want to do that. What about if you've got some bare areas and you want to go back to those? Let's talk about that.
Here, let's clear this one out. Is that easy?
Okay.
Now, let's say you have a bare spot in the yard, you've scalped it with a mower, or it's burned out somehow. Here, let's pull up a healthy turf plug here, okay?
And you
healthy
give a little
turf plug.
twist there is what you did, didn't you?
This is really dense turf, so I'm going to give it a little twist just to get that turf out of there.
All right.
And then I'm going to plant it right over here, and you'll grow a healthy turf plug right there. Water it like you would any transplant, but it'll grow right there.
It's called the Weed Hound Gardening Tool. Under $20, you're getting a very, very simple way to do it. Can I try it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell me what I'm doing.
You've got some weeds over here.
I'm going on one weed over here.
Put it right over the center of the weed.
Put it right over there.
Right here. There, good. Step.
Step.
Give it a little turn, a little bit.
Little turn.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
There you go.
And there's the weed. Can we get a close-up shot of that? Look at that. Extremely simple to do. Press down. It's a patented design, solid steel, lifetime warranty on this product. It's also not going to, why is it not going to rust?
Because it's powder coated, electrostatic powder coating. It's the process. It won't rust.
Okay, and watch how I get this out. You can see this. Pop that down, and it is done. This is going to sell out real quick. I've just been told that. It's $18.56. Mike Miller from Edina, Minnesota. We appreciate your being here. It's L24066. Still available is the Real Appeal cord storage unit. This is $35.27. L24258. Also, thanks again to Mick Phil for being here. L24129 is the fishing accessory float assortment. Comes with a video. World champion fisherman is going to teach you how to fish in lakes, rivers, for crappies, for bass, for walleyes, $24.11.
Underneath the lush forests and clear, sparkling lakes of northeastern Minnesota, there is iron. Iron and more iron. Minnesotans simply call it the range, but the rest of the world knows it as the Masada. For over 100 years, the area's iron ore has been dug, scraped, and blasted from the earth. It falls down an endless parade of railroad cars to the twin ports of Duluth and Superior, where it's been loaded into the massive ore-carrying loafers to feed the nation's steel mills in places like Erie, Gary, and Pittsburgh. The earth of Minnesota, her Masada, has been the mother of American industrial preeminence throughout the 20th century. Congratulations to Mike Miller. It's out of here. The Weed Hound is gone. And when it comes to marking your gardens, there's a couple of ways that you can do that. And to help explain it is bigger name, Dallas Flynn from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Hello, sir. How are you? Hi, how are you? Nice to have you with us. We talk about decorating and marking your garden. There's really expensive ways to do it. There's also cheap ways where you can write on it yourself, and it doesn't withstand weather. You know? That's correct. What we have here is a landscape that we've designed and developed. It's 50% water. It's going to solve these problems here. What it is we take polyester resin and we zip with high-speed technology, zip it in water, so we expand it, and then with vacuum chambers and pressure chambers, we get it where it's basically an air-free an item, such as there's no bubbles in it. It's flexible, it'll withstand, they're all hand-painted, but they're also really cute. They're durable, they're handcrafted, right? They're all handcrafted. And let me tell you exactly what you're going to be getting here. You're going to be getting the tomatoes. You're going to be getting the carrots. That's another one. You're going to be getting the peas. Yes, and you're going to be getting the lettuce. And then, of course, everybody has got that row that they planted a while back, and they're really not sure what the heck is in that row, so that we I forgot. That's maybe the number one vegetable in the country today is the I forgot. It seems like everybody that does a garden forgets what they planted in the row, so we have it. This is great. 2413 is the item number if you're shopping with us. You're getting all five. And again, these are going to withstand the weather. Right. So any kind of rain, any kind of storm, these are going to stay up. They're three-dimensional. Let's see these being here. Let's pop them in there. Well, what you do is at the end of your guide wheel, you just take it and you stick it, and you're going to be pushing it through sod here, so it's a little bit more difficult, right? But you just stick it into the soil. It'll stand up against the weather, the wind. And you've just got a really nice way to decorate. And we mentioned it earlier, but it bears repeating. The number one legal activity. Now, it's gardening, and really, a lot of people want to have gorgeous looking gardens, too, don't they? That's correct. This is going to be aesthetic garden. Right. It's just a neat item. It makes a beautiful Christmas gift, even though we're only passing July here, but the I Forgot is an absolutely precious item. It's good. Anyway, how did you originally come up with this idea? You come from the basket business, you know? Well, I have a manufacture several different items, but we travel a lot, and a couple summers ago we went up and traveled through Canada. We were out on the west coast of Canada. We visited a lot of garden stores, and they had all kinds of garden markers. Some were very, very expensive, some were really expensive. We think in the experience, very expensive. Right. So you get a nice value for $21.43 because you're getting all five. And the other way to do it is it's kind of the cheap way, and they don't really. I've got dozens of them at home that don't work. This we think is going to be the best. So this is the first time it's being introduced across the country. We've never introduced this product before, so this is the first QVC, and we're talking about an exclusive product that you can't get anywhere else. You can only get it from the world's biggest electronic retailer on QVC. It is 24130. Once again, you're going to kill the lettuce, the cheese, the tomatoes, and the I Forgot. And I Forgot kind of decorating, and you got some flowers in it. Different things. Three-dimensional, all of them are, and just really nice software to consider. Who does this work? We have in the front, we have about 140 people that paint. We run between 140 to 150. The painters actually work in their home. It's a cottage industry. We've got a lot of people that are really talented as far as painting, and we have about 40 people in the front that produce these and other products that we make. We have we're working on a complete set of garden products, big fields, big waters, and everything. So there's going to be more to come, right? And it's all 50% water. Half of this product is water. It's unbelievable. There's a wonderful gift if you're shopping for your grandparents or your grandmother who's a gardener. I'm not sure what to get for the birthday. This is a really nice way to do it. And once the tomatoes grow, can reap the benefits and maybe get some of the grass. 24130, Dallas Flynn from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. We appreciate you being here, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. Is on 24067. The ironing board, hanging clothes, potty. It's $12.59. And the 22 CD storage tube system is still available. It is our 24244, $11.76. Thousands of these have now been ordered.
You're watching Dominique Week all this week on QVC. Stay tuned throughout the week as we present for the very first time ever a different 2-hour showcase each evening at 10 p.m. Eastern. Culminating with a fabulous 2-hour grand finale Sunday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't tried our exclusive Dominique series, this is your chance. Dominique Week, now through Sunday only on QVC.
When it comes to 18-karat gold, this diamond-cut Singapore necklace remains one of your most popular selections. The last 4 times we presented this dazzling 22-inch necklace, it sold out completely. Now that it's back in stock, you want to make it part of your gold collection. It's a beautiful spiral design herringbone that actually fits itself into a fluid, flexible chain. You'll love the way it dances in the light, and you'll be entranced by the rich sparkle of 18-karat gold. Most of all, you'll appreciate the affordable QVC price. Just $39.50 for twice
right here on QVC. It's Aquatennial time in Minnesota, and we have some guests from the Aquatennial celebration here. Your name, sir? Terry Cassidy. It's Aquatennial time in Minnesota, and we have some guests from the Aquatennial celebration here. Your name, sir? Terry Cassidy. And Terry, I understand that you have something to do with this wonderful concoction behind us. Tell us about it. Yes, it's the milk carton boat races. For 25 years, the Aquatennial had milk carton boat races on a lake in Minneapolis. And you make a boat out of milk cartons and sail it away with your friends and try to win some money and get some glory, too. Who won this year? You're looking at him. Congratulations, guys. Let's go over this way because we have some of the Aquatennial royalty with us here. And your name? Jen Hassan. And yours, sir? Jen Hassan. And these are princess and captain of the Aquatennial, some of the Aquatennial royalty. How do you like being princess for Aquatennial?
It's wonderful. It's been a super year.
Super. You want to invite everybody to come next year?
Oh, please do. We always hold our festival the third week of July, and it'll be our 57th annual next year, so come join us.
Before we send it back to the stage, there's two more people I want you to meet. Tina and Anna from Oli's Pizza. Let's go over here. Excuse me, sorry. I'm going to slide over here. Which one are you? I'm Tina. And this is, I'm Lena. Hi, and what do you have here? Well, this is Oli's Pizza. This, we were figuring we could get up on stage there, and maybe, this is a good new Minnesota product. Do the fifth pizza, as long as you hold it away from them and eat it, like that. And by the way, you could eat fresh fish if you stuck with fish juice there, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, this is the 20 of America's, of Minnesota's best products. And I think if we were going to pick the 21st, we could probably smell this coming, guys. Thanks for being here. We got to send it back to the stage. Let's go back to Mary Beth and Ludovic.
Speaking of swings and Norwegians, I have drinks fishing in the rivers and stuff. And so, like I said, the base bucket is great for those of you who like to fish from shore. You can also use it though when you're out in the boat. And this is going to be great whether you're, out in the boat, from shore, whatever. It'll work great. Bruce, thanks very much. Appreciate it. I can't wait to get back to Minnesota and go fishing again.
I'll leave you. Okay.
$24.11 for the other fishing kit, and that one is 24129. If you want the bait bucket and the fishing bottle we just showed you, it's at $241.32, $24.83.
In the town of Lake City, Minnesota, is Lake Pippin, a boaters and skiers and fishermen's paradise. We all know that Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes. And unfortunately, Lake Pippin isn't one of them. You see, Lake Pippin isn't really a lake at all. It is the widest point along the entire length of the Mississippi River. Now, if that's the case, then Lake City really ought to be called River City. But if we called it River City, then it would really be Mason City, which is in Iowa, and we're not in Iowa, we're in Minnesota. It's all very confusing. In any case, in 1922, a young 18-year-old boy used wooden skis and was pulled by, of all things, an airplane, thus making Lake Pippin the birthplace of water skiing, right here in Lake City, Minnesota. The quest for America's Best Pop continues, and we're going to do this in a rapid-fire fashion. What's your name, please?
Lois Bielke.
And Lois, you got a great racing. Yes. With a panache that's blue and white. Looks good.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us today. Let's move this way. Come on in. Oh, we got a QVC hat. You want to do a little pirouette? What's your name?
My name is Joyce Alford from McGill.
And Joyce, would you kind of show us your hat? We got Minnesota QVC. Joyce won $250 on QVC recently. Last Thursday. Congratulations and thanks for being with us. Let's go this way. What's your name?
I'm Heather Wolf.
And from where?
I'm from Blaine, Minnesota.
And you got the wheel up there, see? Heather's got the wheel along with some flora and fauna from Minnesota.
Yes, a couple of bucks right up here. So I'm hoping to win a couple more with the prize here.
Oh, a couple of bucks in the wheel. Go figure. And Alaska Airlines, look at these. Thank you, Scott. Yes. Thanks for being with us. Come on in. What's your name, please?
Louise Brannon from Minnetonka.
And would you take a look at this hat? Explain it.
This hat you just saw, the different themes and what's native to the state of Minnesota.
That is a spectacular hat. Would you just do a little turn for us so we can get to see the whole thing? Look at this hat. This is an award winner right here, I got to tell you. Thank you, Louise. And in the visor category, we got a whole family here. Take a look at these. The QVC with the flowers on them. And I just want to call your attention to this one in particular. Because what's your name, sir? This is Zachary, and Zachary is a future QVC host. It says right there. Thank you all. Thank every one of you. Thank you, Zachary. Thanks, guys. And let's go back to the stage. That quest for the best pop continues. We've only got a couple products left here, but they are great ones. And this next gentleman is from Bemidji, Minnesota. Jerry Holloman. Hello, sir. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for coming down. This is just an incredible set, very unique set, wild rice, and 19 deep bean soup mix combinations. What have we got going here in terms of the beans? Because when you get a look at these up close, you're going to see some really, really unique combinations. Well, these are not just any old beans. These are heirloom beans. A good percentage of this mix is beans that were popular like 100 years ago. So the beans that your grandparents grew in their garden are included in this bean mix. The beans that were discarded because maybe they didn't produce. They didn't have a very high yield, right. And so they didn't mass produce that well. But they were the most popular at the time. Very, very flavorful. And when it comes to the presentation, you just can't be good. Here you see, I noticed this up of the rice that you're getting. You're also getting the rice at the start. So this is a mix of long-grain rice, wild rice, and then some oven-dried vegetables. So you have everything you need in there for a dish that looks good. This is all restaurant-quality products that you can serve at home and it looks just great on the plate. Listen to some of the beans that you're getting here. You're getting Appaloosa beans, black calypso beans, great northern beans, black really kind of entertaining. It's going to be fascinating because it's going to be conversational, and when it comes to the flavor, we got a lot of people out there eating this product. How are you feeling about this? Not bad? Let's take a look at some of the things we've done here.
So this is just the bean soup that we've modified it a little bit by adding some salsa to it. So it's really easy to change these recipes, and just by adding things that are already in your kitchen. This has a little salsa and cilantro. Here's some good hearty Minnesota Swedish meatballs with a long-grain and wild. This is a lemon thyme roasted chicken with the long-grain and wild rice. And this is the bean soup. You can see the really unique lima beans that are in the bean soup here. And this, you can take your leftovers after you're done in the evening and make them into salad by just adding a little bit of Italian dressing to them, some fresh vegetables from the garden, and you got a great salad. And it's standard Minnesota wild rice soup.
Now, you've also got some seasoning packs that go right along with it to add to it, don't you?
The bean soup comes with its own seasoning, so you make 3 batches. There's over 30, nearly 40 servings in this container. The wild rice has all the herbs and the vegetables in it. There's over there's 30 servings in here, and there's 48 in the rice.
You know, when it comes to the canisters themselves, they're reusable, aren't they? You can bag them with flour, with sugar in them.
You bet.
That's not a bad idea.
They're recyclable as well.
Hi, we're live on the air with Gary Harlan and Rick and lots of people from Minnesota. Who's this?
Hi, this is Audrey from Hummelstown, Pennsylvania.
From Pennsylvania? How's the weather back there, Audrey?
Well, it's pretty nice today.
It's just gorgeous here. Absolutely. It was raining this morning. We got to it's beautiful right now. What are you stopping for?
We're stopping for the wild rice and the 19 bean soup.
Do you cook a lot at home, Audrey?
Yes, I do. I love to cook.
I like
rice and we like beans.
Well, I think you'll find these are easy to be creative with. If you like to explore outside the realm of what's normally done with just rice and beans, you can do a lot with these. There are some recipes on the back of the pack if you want to get started with it.
Okay, that'll be great.
Thank you, Audrey.
Thank you, Audrey.
Thank you for letting me talk.
Bye-bye, no problem. Take care. Next thing, your own recipe is going to help you out. And when it comes to the beans, for example, again, some of these types of beans are really unique. If you were to go to the store, you're not going to find a lot of these beans.
No, a lot of the beans that are in this soup are not available anywhere else. We've taken them from small handfuls of seed that we obtained from food service exchange. And they've been saved and passed down from generation to generation. And we've taken them and put them into larger quantities to bring to
19 different kinds of beans in all. That's what we could let everybody know a couple more beans that they're getting in there.
Well, I think the chestnut lime is the most exciting bean that's in there.
Lima beans.
We also have snow-cap beans, nightfall beans, yellow eye beans. The original Boston baked bean is in this container.
And if we take a look at I'm bringing this back up. Take a look at some of the colors that you've got down here. If you're doing any kind of cooking, what are some of the things that you can make, or some of the ways that you can make it?
Well, I think just as a standard bean soup, it works really well. But you can take these beans and make bean salads with them. You can make pureed bean sauces with them. You can make a bean dip if you like. Quite versatile.
You can see that almost 550 people have now dialed into our 24177. It is the wild rice and 19 bean soup mixes. Gary Harlan from Bemidji, Minnesota. We appreciate you being here, sir. Please stay online.
Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent product. Still available is L24067. Over 900 people have dialed in for the ironing board Painless Rose Patty. This is only $12.59. And also available is the chocolate dip gourmet cheese curd. Extremely limited, $27.75. It is cut into individual pieces, and they're all dipped in gourmet chocolate. L24210.
Speaking of food, I've got great food in front of me here, and bringing it to us, two wonderful ladies. We've got Diane Brandish, and we also have Sheila Spencer. Now, Sheila, you actually have an apple farm, right? Minnesota Harvest Orchard. And that's down in Jordan, Minnesota? That's right. Now, that's where these apple peppers came from, right? That's right. We make them homemade in our kitchen. What's it made out of? Well, it's mostly made out of dairy products. You'd be surprised there's not much sugar
said, have you ever been flying on a plane and you're sitting right next to a guy, and the guy's getting ready to, like, take his shoes off, and you're thinking, don't take your shoes off. I wish you wouldn't do that. Because you know it's going to happen. That's right. If you had your product, you wouldn't be worried about it because this is an odor control system that really works. How did you come up with this product? Well, the president of the company, Roger Mosman, had terrible foot odor problems his whole adult life. And his foot stunk. His feet stunk. And he tried every item, every product that was on the market, and nothing worked for him. So he decided he was going to come up with something that really took care of foot odor. And that's how Happy Feet was born. He tried many different formulas, and his kids called it his under the sink experiment because that's where he kept the formulas in the product. And finally took it from the chemist, finalized the formula, patented the formula, and here we have Happy Feet. Let's take a look at exactly what you're getting here. Maybe you want to explain what I'm going to have. Okay, you get 2 bottles of the Happy Feet foot deodorizing liquid foot bath, and each bottle lasts about 6 weeks. Okay? And then you also have the shoe deodorizing spray called Shoe Odor. And we developed that because a lot of the people that buy Happy Feet had already had foot odor problems. Their shoes had some odor in it. So you spray the shoe odor in, it takes care of the odor. And we also found that a lot of the younger people, the kids, the teenagers, their premises, they had terrible foot odor problems, but they wouldn't take the 10 minutes a week that it would take the soap and Happy Feet to take care of the foot odor problems, so they just have to spray their shoes with shoe odor. Now, how do you actually use this then? What do you say? How much of it do you use? You take 2 capsules of Happy Feet, put it in a gallon of warm water, and soak your feet for about 10 minutes. Once you're done soaking your feet, you towel them dry and you're set. And look at it at the QVC. We've got a live demonstration happening right before your very eyes. There it is. And look at how happy her feet are. Look at that. It's unbelievable. This is only $12.88 for the entire kit. It's at 24131. How's it feel? It does. And we're talking, Pat, how long? How long is she soaking in that? Just 10 minutes once a week. It takes care of all the foot odor problems. It also takes care of your skin cracking. I was going to say what President Rogers discovered, along with taking away the odor, Linda Olson Imperial Gold is not. We got a lot of from Imperial Gold. This is unbelievable. But we also discovered that this is good for athlete's foot too. Right. It controls the athlete's foot fungus, and it doesn't dry out the feet like some other athlete's foot preparations do. So the balls of your feet get dry sometimes. This is not going to happen. No, moisturizes the feet. Takes care of the itching, cracking, and dryness on the balls and the heels of the feet. This would also be great. And you mentioned yesterday that these being such a senior citizen centers, for example. Right. Senior citizens use it a lot. We have a local senior care program that uses it in their mobile foot care clinics around town. They soak all the clients' feet in it before they do the trimming and the foot massages. What about the spray now? How does the spray work? It's like how much you put it in? All you do is you take the spray, you hold your shoe upside down, a couple of sprays in it, okay? And you're set. How much can eliminate the odor? Can eliminate the foot odor, right? The shoe odor. How long? How long is that going to last? It's going to last, you need to depending if they can activity. Anytime you get a little foot odor in the shoe, just give a little shoe odor or spray and you'll be all set. This would also be great for the kids, not only for shoes, for example, but what if you have teenagers who are playing hockey, or they're kind of padding like they're using? Hockey pads, football pads, you spray a little shoe odor, and it takes care of the perspiration odor that gets on those pads. Now, after you've soaking your feet, when you take them out, do you rinse it off today? All you do is towel dry, and that maintains the effectiveness of the product. Odor control system that is patented. Look at those gorgeous feet, and look at how happy they seem right now. She's also, she's got an Imperial Gold bracelet, so she's still a plug there while she's wearing them out on. By the way, the next Imperial Gold sale will be, this is all 24131. It's the Happy Feet system. Very simple to use, and again, came from Roger, the president of the company, who had some problems, doesn't have it anymore. Doesn't have them anymore. He's worn this pair of shoes for 2 years, and they smell just like they did when they came out of the shoe store. They smell fine. So on $12.88. One more time, what are you getting? You're getting both of these, 2 bottles of Happy Feet. You're going to have about 6 weeks of food, right? And a bottle of shoe deodorizer. Shoe deodorizing spray. Peterson from Richfield, Minnesota. We appreciate you doing this. Thanks, Rick. I believe we are going to do a full review of everything we showed you in this visit to Minnesota. We started out with a great product. 22 seating storage cube system. Over 2,200 people have now dialed in for LC4244. This is only $11.76.
We also have the Northland Native American Gourmet Food Box. You're getting 2 bottles of chips, a bottle of jelly, a jar of jelly, also a jar of the honey. All kinds of good things for $39. L24473. Wild rice, the fried bread mix, all kinds of things for that price.
And a 100% raw Indian wisdom blanket. Very beautiful item from Minnesota for $96. There's L24165.
We also have the Crackler wood fireplace simulator for those of you who have a gas fireplace. This will give you the sound that it's not stuck on top like burning wood. $69.76 at 24206.
And not many left of L24474. The old world St. Nicholas 32-inch bar. You heard some of the history of St. Nicholas. It's just gorgeous looking. All wool in terms of the hair and the beard. $229.
We also have the chocolate dip gourmet cheesecake. Not much of this left either. This is two. 16 pieces individually dipped in chocolate. $27.75. It really is excellent. 24210.
This set of favorite hot club sauces are still available. Over 500 people have now dialed in. $19.97 or 24221.
We also have the wheel tail cord storage unit. You can use it for all kinds of extension cords, electrical cords, hoses, even wires to web, all kinds of things. $35.27 at 24258.
And thanks again to Nick Gill for being here. Over 600 people have dialed in for L24129. This is a fishing accessory float assortment. Also comes with a video and instructions on how to use them and where. $24.11.
We also have the ironing board, ironing clothes party for only $12.59. You've got a place to hang the clothes that you've ironed and a place to set the clothes that need to be ironed. L24067.
A set of 5 decorative plant markers are still available. The carrots, the lettuce, the peas, the tomatoes, and forgot. That's the other one. $21.43. L24130.
Also, the base bucket and the smart bobber fishing set. A great base bucket where you can have your minnows and your worms all in there at the same time because there's different pockets. $24.83 and a wonderful bobber that will work with all kinds of fishing. L24132.
And the wild rice and 19 bean soup mixes. This was delicious. $18.75 L24177. Lots of recipes on that also.
Then we also have the set of 3 canned apple toppers. Over 1,500 of these have been ordered. You're going to get 3 bottles for $18.75. No refrigeration needed. You get the butterscotch, the caramel, and the fudge. 24240.
Oh, still available. That's Happy Feet. Total control system, $12.88. Super Feet Happy with L24131.
What a show it's been.
It has indeed. It's been a wonderful show, you guys. And it's time now for us to say our heartfelt thank you. So we're going to get them up on the screen and we'll read them off for you. Because we have lots of people to thank here. We have Bob Eastman and Joe Kirsten of the Minneapolis Aquatorium. Patrick the University of Minnesota, Susan Bowden, Minnesota Aquatorium, and the Wilderness Reserve. The Sam Russell Museum. We found some last chance recordings in Helena, Montana, and total outdoors. We also want to say, of course, thank you to our partner in the 50th Plus for America's Best Trade, that's United Airlines. If there's somebody in your neighborhood with a QVC shirt, test weather, drop it on United Airlines. We want to say, of course, thanks to the vendors, all you wonderful folks who brought 20 wonderful
again in search of great hometown products from coast to coast. Keep on rolling with us. Our next stop in the quest for America's best QVC 50 and 50 tour is North Dakota. See you there.
Do you have what it takes? There's only one way to figure out how I feel too, which is self-tape. There's only one way to find out. Kind of hard, but you can do a lot of things with this pencil. Show us your stuff. On Tuesday, July 25th, when we hold our first ever open audition for new QVC and QT show hosts from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Silvercup Studios in Long Island City, New York. So please do join us this evening. Send your current headshot and resume and be ready to audition live. Who knows? The next QVC or QT host could be you. For more information, call 1-800-422-7805. Put your feet up and let me help you. Take a leg.
This Monday, enter the sophisticated, shiny, absolutely splendid world of Irwin Pearl, a collection of glorious fashion designs created by a true jewelry master. Tune in for the return of your favorite pieces, and watch for the debut of Irwin Pearl's new two-tone silver and gold design. It's a 2-hour escape to a world of sparkle and grace, the world of Irwin Pearl, this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, here on QVC.
There's lots more in store on QVC. QVC. We hope you had a terrific time with the QVC logo. And welcome back to our studios here outside of Philadelphia. I'd like to let you know that this hour is called a hair boutique. And for those of you who are concerned about your ability with your hair, oh, my girlfriend's great with her hair, but I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. Stay tuned to this hour. With the right equipment, everybody can put bad hair days behind them and make you feel like a day special value. With the 26,000 of them have been ordered already today. And here I'd like to invite you to stay tuned to the Diamond Age of Tomorrow show. It starts at 10 p.m. A gorgeous collection of great starter pieces, addition pieces for the woman who wants to put together easy, chic elegance at a great price and who has a love for diamonds, but not necessarily a budget to support them. That show is definitely for all of us. So let's get you started in this hour. The hair boutique, and then the